Well, 10 years into the project and still looking trash. Title favorites, huh? Saliba, the best defender in the world, they say. The fish will truly never be fried, big man. Pep's cone man better stay on the beach.
Robbie here from AFTV. A very important and distressing message.
Brother, I've been patiently waiting like 50 Cent, you Jamaican Easter egg, you walking Malteser, Samuel XXL Jackson blood, Forrest Unfittica fam, Michael Clark Dunkin' Donuts, Mr. Eating College himself, Robbie Lyle.
I've also got 2-0.
Loads of individual errors, loads of mistakes from Arsenal, but at the end of the day,
with Jurgen Klopp leaving, the next best manager in that Premier League is Mikel Arteta, so we'd be lunatics to sack him.
Get out of here, man. I'm saying.
What manager is best for your club? Because we had Emery and he flopped.
Good evening. It appears to be false. Arteta can't lace my boots. Go get more pickpockets or something. Cone man.
Listen, me and Julian, we switched sports. We switched sports to NFL. After what Arsenal did yesterday.
You went down the road which you should never have gone down.
hi and welcome along to the week. What's wrong with you, lot? What's wrong with you? Listen, here they go.
Excuse me. There's been a card, but for who, Howard Webb?
Cheers, Abby. How are we? Are we all good?
Yeah, we're good. I've given a yellow. I've given a yellow on pitch.
Yeah, I've just seen the replay now, Abby. Because I'm not allowed to talk, I'm going to hide my mouth a bit. I'm on cherry AirPods here. I'm going to hide my mouth a bit here. What are you saying? Yellow, you reckon?
I've gone for yellow, but I think we need to upgrade to red.
Well, listen, this didn't come from me.
Cherry red.
This didn't come from me, Abby, right? But, look, send him off.
All
red
right.
card, 3 show ban.
Right,
Robbie
ready?
Lyle, get him off.
1, 2, 3, ready?
Send him. Get him gone.
It's a red card, Robbie.
He's off.
He's off.
He's going to miss Liverpool game now, isn't he? Big game for Gunners.
Rolls Royce defender, mate.
Right.
Rolls
Anyway,
Royce.
right, I should probably get off headset because I'm actually not allowed to be doing this.
Can I give you a cherry?
So if they ask you where you got this decision from, just say fucking Chris Hoy. Right, take care, lads. All the best.
Cherry,
Welcome back then, guys, to the weekend roundup show. I've got one on the go.
Yeah, please.
They're really sweet. They taste better after defeat.
They're really good.
I'll tell you what, unbelievable.
You actually got some that side as well. Can I have
Lovely
you one?
and sweet, them cherries.
I don't really feel like I should be having
If you want to spit pips out, it's in there.
Apparently cherries aren't in season, but they were on Saturday.
Oh, yes, absolutely, Abby. Great to have you back, people. Welcome along to the Imperious YouTube football show every single Monday and Thursday. I'm going to say it, guys. I think we're the best. It's Matisse, Robbie, myself, AGT, Abby, and Flex in the building.
We missed you.
Right. We've missed you as well, right?
Yeah, Robbie, humble, Robbie, not. Yo.
What a show we have got coming up for you,
Robbie, not talking.
Robbie's silent.
Yo, man, sit down.
I was talking at the start, like you lot, blew your whistle.
Coming like a library.
Yo, look,
Blew your whistle, took me out of the show, you know what I mean? It's cool.
Well, listen,
Cool,
sent
run the
off,
show
mate.
then, go on,
Sent off
man.
early doors.
You lot have been waiting for this, innit? You've been waiting.
Not often we get it.
Shirt them, turn over. Yo.
I know, what's that all about?
Bum to the shirt, them.
Everybody else is like one shirt.
Whoa.
How many shirts is that? You know what I mean?
Living up to the big occasion.
Shirt them on, no.
Mikhail took...
Why is it
No, it's embarrassing, man. What's going on?
Every time. Every time.
Oh, unbelievable.
He does it to everyone.
It's unbelievable.
5 shirts up
And
there,
Matisse, your sausage as well. We're not forgetting about you.
Hold that.
You sausage.
You and your world-class Cole Palmer.
Where was it?
Oh, we will talk.
Defrosted.
Anyway.
You and your Jadon Sancho hook off. Yeah, you.
BTEC Cecil and
We
that.
will get there.
Right, save it, guys, because we've got a lot to get through. This is a packed show.
Be successful.
Yeah, Jadon Sancho.
You're on it today, you know. Hey, we're in trouble, you know.
Today we're obviously going to be talking mainly about Bournemouth shocking Arsenal, Liverpool beating Chelsea, United and Spurs picking up 3 points at home, and a VAR disaster potentially for City versus Wolves. We've got MVP of the week, sausage of the week. But before we get into that, we must remind you that this video is of course brought to you by our good friends at Fairplay, the peer-to-peer betting app that allows you to hold your friends accountable. Fairplay has also launched Jackpots Sevens, the Premier League predictor game where you can win up to 7. Yeah, it's right, Flex.
Can't believe
Sniff
it.
at that. Because you're at your peril, mate. £700,000. Whilst no one took home the jackpot this week, This is where you go, oh. The beauty of Jackpot Sevens is that a minimum prize of 5 ton, right? A monkey, as they say, in Snatch and Lock Stock. 500 quid is split between the top 5 entries this week. Stay tuned as we reveal our panel's confirmed weekly prize pot and how the panel got on from the prediction show on Thursday. And if you want to play along at home with us, all you have to do is download the Fairplay app. On the home screen, you will, of course, see the Play Jackpot Sevens. Enter your predictions for the game week. You can change them, a bit like I did as well, and see if you are one of the guaranteed 5 winners for that week. It's £5 to enter each week, and the more people play, the bigger the weekly prize pot. So get involved if you can, people.
Well, you lot took over the show, you know what I mean? Go for it. I mean, just before we, they know what's coming, I know what's coming, right? They're ready for the cooking. But just before we do that, we all live for the highs and lows of football, which I had a big low this weekend. But what happens when you're out and about and you're travelling and you can't access or watch your team's game, which would have been a good idea for every Arsenal fan
went to NFL
this weekend, right? But missing out isn't an option, all right? And that's where today's sponsor come in. We got Proton VPN. They're stepping in today. It's like bringing the stadium to you. No matter where you are in the world, you can't hide if you're an Arsenal fan this weekend, right? It's incredibly private and secure. You just hit the link and you get an exclusive 55% off a 2-year plan and 50% off a 1-year plan so that you never get to miss a moment of action. And these VPNs, Proton VPNs, really, really good, especially when you go abroad, and you want to watch a game of football, and as I said, it keeps all of your content private and secure. So it's a really good thing to have. So thanks for Proton VPN being part of the show today.
2-year plan, you got to trust the process with Proton VPN for sure. And you will get the best results abroad. Right, let's jump into it. So we've got the cherries on the table. I'm coming for you, do not worry. We will come back to you. But right now, Robbie, everyone around this table, I'm pretty sure, predicted a resounding Arsenal win. It's the second time in Bournemouth's history only that they've beaten the Gunners.
Big up Bournemouth.
Arsenal have lost on the road for the first time in 2024. They almost spent the whole year. That is
It's a long time. It's a long time.
Okay,
it's a long time.
Applaud on your own.
Ending their unbeaten streak. William Saliba sent off, as we know, with that red card, which is probably the talking point of the weekend. Robbie, you were at the game. Talk to us. What was the atmosphere like before? Because the predictions were 3s, 4s, 5s. Let's turn up.
Before the game, they were saying they could go invincible this season.
They did.
Who said
that? A couple weeks ago.
Julian said it's not a probability, but it's a possibility.
Yeah, well, it's not no
It's
more,
a possibility.
Come after
anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Come after.
Not anymore because the Cherries pipped Arsenal.
Cherry pop.
In the pit. Robbie, talk to me then, because it was a weird game as an Arsenal fan, wasn't it?
Yeah, listen, before the game, I predicted 2-0. But I think it would be 2-0 to them.
Yeah, well, you got it right.
But yeah, listen, before the game, every Arsenal fan's thinking, we won there 4-0 last year.
Yeah.
So you're thinking, it's going to be, a decent afternoon. But we were awful. We were awful, I've got to say, it was a really bad performance by Arsenal, which turned on, yet again, us going down to 10 men. We've had 3 games this season where we've gone down to 10 men. We haven't won any of them. That's the reality of it is. Whether you want to say it's controversial or not, all 3 games that we've gone down to 10 men, the first game we were winning against Brighton. Winning 1-0, cruising that game. We go down to 10 men. All of a sudden, we've got to play, and we're not going down to 10 men with like 10 minutes left. We're going down to 10 men with like half a game to play, or like on Saturday, 60 minutes. And I don't care who it is in the Premier League you're playing against. If you're down to 10 men, you're in trouble for winning the game. The stats bear out. They show that, I think it's 60% of the times when you go down to 10 men, you lose. 20% you might get a draw. You might win 20% of the times. So we were in trouble. And, we hadn't played really well up until that point, but that was, there was nothing in the game up until that point. Both teams were cancelling each other out. They were pressing us. We weren't really getting going. But once you're down to 10 men, it changes the game completely. I do think it was a sending off, right?
No conspiracy?
No, there's no conspiracy on this one, right? Listen, I was at the game at the time.
Had to check.
Right? Well, you all thought I was going to come here and say, "Oh, I'm not making excuses for it." Listen, when it happened, right? When it happened, I looked. I thought, "Oh," because it's quite near. I was quite in line with it. When it happened, I'm thinking, could Ben White get alongside? And you know, is Ben White slightly ahead? But then I'm thinking he's quite far away, right? Obviously, their player, he went down pretty easily, but you know, Evan Nielsen. But everyone is going to do that. And I think it's Trossard's put Saliba in big trouble. You know what I mean? He's past the ball because Evan Nielsen's in an offside position. But because it's Trossard who's passed the ball, he's put him in big trouble, and, you know, Saliba's panicked. You know, we've seen it happen. I said to you before the show, Van Dijk got sent off for a similar thing the other day, right? And to me, those are... A guy said behind me, right? He goes, if that happens against Liverpool next week, we want the guy gone. And that's the reality of his truth, right? The only thing I would say is the inconsistency. We'll get to this later. The inconsistencies in football, because you literally saw the same kind of incident in the Chelsea game against Liverpool and nothing. That's what angers fans. But the reality of it is, for me, it's a red, right? And for me, that's the turning point of the game. I know a lot of people are talking about, oh, we should have went more attacking, we should have this and that. Our tactics were actually kind of working because we sat in and Martinelli gets that big chance and he blew it. He fluffed his lines. He should have buried that. And we've lost the game, deservedly so, because, you know, and our problem at the moment is at Arsenal, in my opinion, is we've got a bit of a discipline problem. We have to be real about it. The first game, you're going to play it with one string.
We've got a performance.
The first game, right? The first game that, you know, the Declan Rice thing, I thought that sending off was really harsh. The second one with Trossard, listen, he's got to keep it. And then the one the other day, it's our own fault.
Yeah.
You don't seem to...
Everything was self-inflicted. The penalty was self-inflicted. A terrible mistake by Kivior. You know, there's so many players that are off day. But listen, the one thing, let me put a bit of context on it.
We love
and that's why your string's breaking, right?
See, that one was fun.
Right, that's why you're...
That's what makes it more
fun. Put the violin down, man.
No way of vitality.
Put that violin down, right? The reality... Let's just put...
Violin.
Hold on, though. Let's just put a little bit of context on it. The reason why you lot are so happy, right, is because this don't happen a lot.
This is who we want to see. Forget all that sub story.
No. I'm just putting a little reality on it because I'm just saying it's our first defeat in the Premier League this year. That's all.
Yeah, but
it's a bad defeat. Listen, I am not in any way trying to skirt over it. You know what I mean? I know you lot probably come here thought I was going to make excuses. It's a red card, right? It's a horrible, not acceptable performance. The performance was bad, but I ain't going to go too hard on the team because it's the first defeat away from home since December.
Do you think you could have played a more adventurous team?
Listen, when you're down to 10 men...
No, I mean from the start of the game. From the start of the game.
From the start of the game, it was quite an adventurous
Was
thing.
it? Four centre-backs, 3 DMs? Was it? I'm just looking at the team.
Like, could Wanyeri have started? I know you're missing Odegaard, you're missing Saka.
One second.
Could Wanyeri have started?
You've asked me a question, I'll answer it. Wanyeri could have started. He could have done that. But this 3 DM things is not true.
Oh, we're making
Miko Marino's not a DM.
What is he?
Right? Miko Marino is attacking midfielder. As a matter of fact...
Didn't look like it.
Yeah, I was having this with a lot of Arsenal fans yesterday. He didn't have a good game, of course, right? But the last 2 games for Spain, he played in that number 10 position. He played in there. They've won both those games. One game he came on for Pedri, and he played in the number 10 position. And the other, those are the 2 immediate games leading up to this, right? I don't think he scored, but he played in the number 10.
Header for Spain, isn't it?
Yeah, in the Euros, right? But he was playing in that. He's sort of more playing box to box. The last 2 games for Spain, he's played as attacking midfielder. We had Sterling on one wing. We know he's playing because Saka's out. We had Trossard on the other wing. He's played there many a times, right? That was because, you know, Martinelli's carrying an injury, right? So that team was attacking enough to beat Bournemouth.
I think
they were just poor. We were sorry. When I say they, I mean us.
I think Mikel is more of like a 8, a Xhaka maybe at a stretch, but I wouldn't call him an attacking midfielder.
He's an attacking midfielder.
Not when you got Odegaard and you're missing. Well, you're missing
Yeah, he's a
Odegaard. You're
box-
missing
never gonna be
Saka.
that.
He's never going to be that type of
he's not-
creative
no,
player.
no, he's not an Odegaard. No, he's not an
6'2",
Odegaard.
number
right?
10. Yeah.
But you can see why what I'm trying to say is you can see why the manager has gone with. He's an experienced player. We bought him in for a lot of money, right?
I'm not saying don't start him.
Yeah, so you can see, you can look at it after the game and say, why didn't you play Wanyeri? Why didn't you play this? Why didn't you play that? Listen, I was at the game. Before the game, when the team came out, the majority of the fans who saw that team, especially considering the circumstances and who we know is missing, were happy with that team. When that is no excuse either. They didn't play well, and it was a self-inflicted defeat by Arsenal. We just got a hold.
Are you under a bit more stress for Liverpool next week now?
Of course.
This week.
If you lose that game,
Of course we're under a lot of stress.
It's a little bit sticky-icky. If you lose that game, it's a
Of
little
course
bit
it's
of a problem.
sticky-wicky. Of course. Of course. You know, but you say you won test. You have lost a game as well. You lost at home to Forest. So,
Yeah, but our big
you know what I mean? It
test-
does happen.
Completed.
So
we
far.
can talk about how poor Arsenal were, but I think we're forgetting to big up the Cherries.
Big up
Because
them.
up until 70
Cherries played
minutes,
well.
they were well in the game.
Good team.
Really good finish from Ryan Christie. And then Patrick's son, Cliver,
But guess what?
slots it away.
How poetic was it that it was from a set piece?
Oh, the Pioneer was shaking.
oh
Couldn't
my
believe
goodness.
Another
it.
Arsenal pass back to the keeper.
Yeah,
Oh, we love it.
100%.
Who was
Arsenal
that?
are the set piece kings.
Yeah.
They are the kings of this.
But it's a lot more difficult
had
to
other
defend a
ideas.
set piece with 10 men. And that's why, and again.
Oh, I get the violin out. Go.
Oh, so you don't. So what you're trying to say to me, Flex,
Yeah.
that 10 men makes no difference?
I don't think you should be
No, it
struggling.
does.
What are you trying to say?
We literally conceded with 10
No,
men.
you'd leave a
We
forward.
beat
Usually
Newcastle
you'd
away
leave a
with
forward
10
up,
men, mate.
and this time you can't leave a forward up.
We had 9
No,
men
no, we
against
don't. We
you.
don't.
when they
We
held
up.
from our
Remember when
set
they
pieces.
beat
You don't
City
leave
with
any
10 men?
forward
We
up.
never
Oh,
leave a
no,
forward
no,
up
they
from our
didn't.
set
They didn't
pieces.
do that.
If you used to watch Arsenal, study Arsenal,
Yeah.
never leave a forward
Never
up
even
from
leave
the
one
set
forward up.
I think when you
They
look
don't
at
sleep
when you
forward.
when
You
you
gotta
look at
leave
the truth,
someone up,
yeah.
man.
You should.
Arsenal
Not
never
them.
leave a forward up from their
Why?
set pieces.
Because everyone
That's
to see
just
the
how
end,
we
that's
defend
why.
them. I can tell you that.
What
for
we have
facts.
to say though is there has been little discrepancies creeping into Arsenal's game.
A little bit.
I think it was right to. I mean, look, when we all sat around this table after the City thing and how they defended, I called that out and say, no, I think that was forced, this, that, and the other. However, what we have been seeing is, you know, the 2-2 against Leicester, where it's just bozo moments, conceding some silly goals. Obviously, great goal from Justin as well. Southampton, huffing and puffing, end up going one down to then kick into gear. We've just seen a few
Moments.
little moments, little bits, and actually, and Saliba himself. I think what's happening with him is not going to do the thing of like, see, he's not as good. He's just washed. No, let's not do that.
You can't do that, mate.
What's happening is though, the pressure of like you're the number one guy. The same what we say a little bit. Cole
number
Palmer.
one.
Now you're top. Every the scrutiny's there.
Yep.
And you're playing at a high level, the concentration has to be even greater. And he's probably just adjusting to that and making a couple of little dodgy decisions. For France as well, same kind of vibe here and there. So, yeah, I have to say there's little things creeping in. How
did Sterling play?
Well, he got hooked, didn't he?
Ah.
And up until then, he was playing all right. But he
The red
got
card, though,
sacrificed.
is that
He got
hard- is that-
sacrificed.
No, you're not having that.
he's the-
no?
yeah, he got
10 men, sacrificial
Mine,
lamb. No,
mine.
you're not having that, Matisse.
Sacrificial
No.
lamb.
No.
Listen.
Okay.
No. Matisse, before you put in
You're not having
anything,
that, no?
Matisse, before you put anything on that, yeah, who came off when we went down to 10 men against City? We took Saka off. So don't even bother come with that.
So it's always the right winger, basically.
Sterling was playing all right. He was playing all right up until then. He was. Nobody was really playing all right, if I'm being honest. But he looked more livelier. There was a lot of people moaning. Why did we take him off?
If anything, Sterling's more of an
But
outlet
Robbie, I have to
than
say,
Trossard.
And also,
one shot on target flex for Arsenal.
it's not good enough. Like,
One
there's no,
shot on
even with
target.
11 men, Arsenal weren't playing great.
It was
They
poor.
weren't. It was early signs. from that.
No. Listen,
And
it was
like Mikel
a
Arteta
poor performance.
Yeah, 100%. So many errors. People just doing back
Yeah.
passes to nobody. Raya has gone from again. Amazing this, that, and
He's
the
been
other.
amazing.
All the plaudits.
Listen,
And yeah, he has. And I'm
he's
saying
been amazing
the
all
bozo
season,
G's
but
kicked in.
he had a
Mark,
horrible
what he's
game.
done.
He had a
Look,
horrible
is it
Did he
Kivio
propose?
who
Yeah,
passed it back?
Yeah, I don't know,
Kivio,
man. You know what I mean?
idiot thing.
That's how you're meant to leave that stuff for the summer.
Idiot thing. What was it, Lee? Lee said it best. Lee said all of it.
I actually like that.
He said Martinelli today, sloppy. He said Mikel Merino, sloppy. Who else did he say? Havertz, sloppy. So if Mikel goes in there, I'll be if he goes in there, blames the red card and all that. Yeah, I'll be more fuming than that.
No, but
It's our fault.
Did you see Raya propose?
Raya,
He proposed.
sloppy.
He proposed. So it was a sloppy night, let's be real, and now he's not concentrating for the game.
Serious.
They were all sloppy.
Sloppy.
Game of
mate.
mistakes, mate.
Where's your mind there?
Shout
Matisse?
out
It's
Lee.
in the
He called
gutter.
it out.
Do you know what? I
He
just
said it
I
as
just
it
wanted
was.
to just add one more thing.
Yeah.
Do you know,
I
everyone,
knew you'd have
how
something.
everybody always
Come
talks
on,
about
Abby.
how
Yeah, well,
amazing the Arsenal defending is. You know, they're unbelievable. Well, the Spurs have only conceded one more goal than them. So
We've been down to 10
I
men.
don't care if
Hold on.
I don't care less. I don't care.
So what are you saying?
I
Then?
don't
You're-
care. I'm just saying, it's a true stat. Listen,
Okay.
I'm just
So
saying,
what you're saying
everyone
is-
pulls out the
Headman,
high
yeah, do it.
line, everyone's saying doggy this and Romero
So what you're
that,
saying is your
and
defence is
I'm
as
just
good as
saying,
ours, yeah?
You've conceded one
Is
less
your defence
goal,
as good as
one
ours?
less goal, one less goal. Then high line.
How
for
many
life.
games have you
need
lost?
to take a long, hard look
You
at
can't- you don't-
yourself
listen.
in
No,
the
no, no,
mirror
no. You
and
don't
just
come
have
in
a
this.
look at that.
You don't
just
come
have a
in
look
this.
at yourself in
You're
the
not
mirror
involved.
and have a look at that Rolls
Have
Royce
your moment.
defending
It's
and
better
just
than
say,
yours.
how come
Yeah,
Spurs?
Mars better than yours.
How come Spurs with their
Linton
high
MLT.
line all over the gaff have only conceded one more goal than us?
Listen, because we've been down to we've then been down
And
to
here's
10
what
men
I'm saying, you
in
need to
3
look at your
games.
disciplinary record, Robbie.
No,
You need
that
to
I'll
look at
give
your
you.
disciplinary record.
We need to sort that out.
When it's
Get
Romero,
sent off.
oh, he's sent off.
We need
He's
to sort that out.
rash.
We need to sort
He's
it out.
rash.
Ramiro is rash.
He is rash, but clearly so are some of your players as well.
No.
Oh, no, that's not that.
Something's gone wrong.
That narrative
Robbie
don't
said
fit.
last season.
One
they didn't
defender's
get
been
any
sent
players
off, by the way.
On the slip.
Nothing.
Now all of
On
a sudden,
international
Sorry,
duty.
again?
didn't you say last year you didn't get any players?
No, we
sent
had
off
2 players sent off last year.
In league?
In the whole league, yeah.
And already now,
Beat the record.
already you got.
We've had
3.
3. No, we said, listen, it's not good enough.
It's not good enough.
Because if you're down to 10
Yellows
men, you're
are
not winning
totting up
games.
as well.
Right, the 3 games where
They
we've
all add
had
up.
the 3 games where we've been down to 10 men, we drop points. Every other game we've had 11 men on the pitch, we've won. So it is a problem.
Big problem.
But
Rob.
don't compare
Big-
your dead
I'm
defence
No,
with ours.
but I
You're
am
having
because
a
there's
laugh.
only one goal between them. So of
No,
course we've got
come
to
on,
have
you're not being
I'm
serious.
sorry,
Don't mind them.
we've
At the
got-
start
we've
of
got
the
to
season,
have
they were
that.
comparing their defence with the 15
Oh, yeah, the
goals
15
conceded
goals.
record. Petr
Oh,
Cech, Carvalho.
it's
They're
late.
their defence.
Yo, and hold on a
making
minute.
those
Big
defences.
shouts.
Wait,
There's
yeah,
big
but you know
shouts
what?
here.
Yeah.
Your defender did the same thing yesterday. He should have been sent off too.
it's
Robbie,
late.
Now,
See
Whoa,
what?
whoa, whoa, stop. We'll get to
See
that.
what?
ball,
Don't
if
jump
you look
ahead.
at the-
Don't jump ahead.
Do you have a
Ball, man.
protractor? The ball is going in a different
protractor.
direction. It's going towards
No
the front
protractor.
goal.
Rubbish.
come with a
Absolutely.
Rubbish.
This is the thing, right? This is the thing that the Premier League needs to sort out.
It's called an
as I-
acute angle.
This is the thing, yeah? This is the thing that,
Getting was
right?
obtuse.
This is what leads, right, to conspiracy theories. Because, as I said, it's a red card.
Oh, it's all a conspiracy.
The Saliba one is a red card, right? But why is the Chelsea one?
We'll get on to that.
We're gonna
No,
get there.
no need
We'll
to
get
rush
to that,
it, is
but
there?
I'm just saying.
No.
Maybe they can do another
No,
reenactment of
the reason
the-
I'm jumping in is because he's there running up his mouth
All right,
about
can I just
defence.
give you one more stat? Nottingham
Go
Forest.
on.
Nottingham Forest have conceded less than you.
They played less games.
Oh, Robbie, that's
Come on.
pathetic.
Come on, come on now. Let's not be silly.
Listen,
So many super
you
chats
are
to
being
get
silly.
Let's
You
not
know what I
be
mean? You're
silly.
comparing your
Let's
defence with
not be
ours.
silly. I'm just reading the stats, Rob. You know I like to read
Well,
the
yeah,
stats.
you carry on with your
Love the
stats.
stats.
I like
I'll
to
give
read
you another
them.
stat,
Love
right?
a stat.
What about the stat
Go
of how
on.
many games you lost?
Oh,
yeah,
Yeah, read that one.
All right.
Yeah.
You've had
just
3
before-
sending-offs.
I'd rather have 3 sending offs than 3 defeats.
Well, what's the difference? After all of
Well,
that,
you lost 3 games.
17 points. We're only 5 points behind. 4.
Oh,
Wait,
only.
my maths.
Only.
4
You've
points.
lost-
4 big old points. That's it.
Yeah. I'd rather
Yeah,
be.
yeah.
Who'd
4
you?
points.
I'd rather be us than you.
Right now.
Yeah,
Why?
right now.
You've got to go to
I'd
Liverpool
rather
next
be me.
week. I don't.
They've got to go to Liverpool.
Go
and
on,
they've got to
Tess.
get something.
No, Liverpool are
No,
coming
we've
to
got
us.
to go there, which
I
is even
will
better.
love it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Don't worry.
Get
Listen,
a
man.
master down, mate.
Listen, it's a bad day at the office, man. We owed
pace
it.
play
We
Arsenal.
owed our licks.
Do you?
know what I mean?
No Saka,
Yeah.
Odegaard,
Do you? I don't
Saliba,
feel like
all
Arsenal
missing,
fans like to hold their lips. They're
excuses then.
always
No,
giving
exactly.
excuses,
You're right.
deflections.
Listen, we don't make excuses here. When we came to your gaff here, we had no Odegaard. You were all jumping up and down. You
I was-
expressions. You were holding a party. No,
I was not.
if we don't beat them now, we'll never beat them.
I never
What was
said
the
that.
outcome? We beat you.
I never
Relax.
said
that. All right.
We hold our licks, man.
Hold
I never
that
said that.
licks.
You know what I
blood.
mean? I'm not getting rattled like you would.
Oh, it seems
I'll
like
even
it.
eat a cherry.
He ain't punched anyone.
He'll have a
I'm even
cherry.
gonna eat a cherry, man.
Jason,
You know what
why
I
have you
mean?
not put the rattle on the table when it's about Robbie?
I'm not because
It's
I'm
all
not
fun and
rattled.
games
This
with
is
Jason,
unfair.
isn't
I'm
it?
not rattled. I'm admitting
seen
it.
it.
We were poor.
Selective.
We were bad.
I've seen a
But
little bit.
first defeat
Eat a cherry.
in 6 months.
Eat a cherry.
The cherry are bitter as well, man.
Cherry up. All right, people, before we get into the super chats, let's see how we got on with our predictions in the Fairplay Jackpots Sevens app. Don't forget to enter this week's Jackpot 7. By the way, the rattle is behind Flex, apparently. Don't forget to enter this week's Jackpot 7's game on the Fairplay app for your chance to take home £700,000 in Cash! That's the jackpot prize. Our friends at Fairplay are offering new users who download the app a 1 week free entry to the old Jackpot Sevens. To get your free entry credit, use the promo code Jackpot when you sign up, right? This week's confirmed Jackpot 7 prize is 535 quid, not bad, which will be paid out to the top 5 scorers of each game week. So with one game to go, which is tonight, the Monday Night Football extravaganza that is Nottingham Forest versus Crystal Palace. So keep an eye out. If you entered, as 5 winners are guaranteed every week on the Jackpot Sevens, right? 3 players are tied at the top currently. It's very tight up there, and the rattle is in play. Let's see how we actually did last week. Can we get our scores up for the Arsenal game to see how wrong we got it? Wow, look at that. Matisse had 2-0. He was right, but for the wrong team. I had 3-0 away win. Robbie thought they'd win 2-0. Abby's gone for 3. Abby was the only one that gave him a goal.
I've seen how they defend.
Yeah, but
brilliant. And Flex said 2-0 to the Gunners. So there you go, people. We all got it wrong. Shall we have some super chats?
Oh, go on then.
LJ Brown then says, Don, don't let that original recipe Pookie from New Jack City with the fresh ego cap and Johnny Bravo's legs X and that spicy Barcola Fuad get to you. Remember Wolves, Everton, Newcastle and Sunderland. Continue from previous super chat in brackets. He says, have more league titles than the chicken on the ball. Clara Bitsy sent in about 40 cherry emojis, Robbie.
14.
Yep.
But
There you go,
Clara
Clara.
Bitsy, you were giving it all this on the last show, weren't you? About coming to Anfield, winning, Chelsea, all this. Yeah? Hold it, you sausage. Yeah? Clara, hold that. You're looking at the number 1, baby, top of the league.
No, oh, don't
2
take it too
league
far.
wins in 9 years against Liverpool. Hold it. Anyway, Stefan says, Arsenal fans always cry when they get red cards. What was it this time? You walking Malteser. I don't like saying that because you've lost a lot of weight. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, look at them things they're putting up about.
No, it's out of order. And X knows your weight loss journey as well, so it's even
I
ruder.
don't care. Why are we acting like he's going to take that into consideration and
You
be
know-
like,
you know what that
actually,
guy's like.
Let me not say that. That's
You wait.
not how this goes.
He don't care.
He's been waiting all year for this, man.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yes. Clara then says, and it's got 65 likes, this super chat.
Oh, wow.
Robbie, people hear your opinions enough on your fan cam, the Invincible podcast, the Biased Premier League show, the weekend review, etc. So can you kindly stop interrupting fan cams of every fan who criticises Arsenal?
Oh, you're watching it, man. Thought you were a Chelsea fan. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it, right?
Thanks for
Clara.
watching.
Maybe I should have interrupted your fan cam on the Chelsea game.
Oh.
Yeah, you ain't really got no. Clara ain't got no talk today, you know.
No, well,
Everybody else in this, you know,
sending in a few quid, but big up to Clara. Or is it big up to Clara? Because then she says, congratulations to all the Liverpool fans in the chat. The more clinical team won the game. I'm waiting for the but. We were let down by sloppy individual mistakes. Also, congratulations to the best Liverpool rep at DR, Doyle. No, that's fine.
There you go.
There it is. I got it. I wasn't disappointed, was I? Big up Doyle, man. He was on Hot Topics earlier. Liverpool fans, if you want to get some more opinions on the game yesterday, jump over to the COP TV.
Plug.
CXO says that Don better get cooked so much he starts searing in his own grease. Jesus Christ. You are sadistic. I can already hear him crying. Get Jodie in with the violins. No one cares.
I can't wait for best
Who's Jodie?
memories.
Oh, Jodie. Big up
Oh,
Jodie,
I
man.
can't wait.
Tabrez. Sancho stinker. Get used to that fraud, Matisse, says Tabrez. Hooked at HT, mate. Mars left bollock has got in touch. You remember you said you didn't give a left bollock? Well, look at your left bollock now. It's come back
What's
to
my
haunt
left bollock
you.
got to say?
Your left bollock
it now.
has sent in a super chat, right? It's got his own bank account and everything. Says, my owner wanted to trade me.
Look at the picture of it.
Oh, yes.
It's the cherries! Ah! My owner wanted to trade me for a draw versus Liverpool. Hold that, you sausage. P.S. Thanks to my brother, Mr. Right Bollock, for lending me the money for this super chat.
That's funny. That's original. I like
Big up Mars left bollock. It reminds me of Troops' toenail. Remember that one? Clara Bitsy, just the way you started the show, congratulations on the victory, you sausage. Hopefully you guys win next week with the Rolls-Royce engine sputtered. So Clara's actually wanting a Liverpool win at the Emirates.
Wonder who
Big up.
comes in
So
centre.
bad mine, innit?
Fire says, hold that, you walking Malteser. Not original enough. If you're going to make us laugh, send in a belter. Navin says, LFC got 4 red cards in the first 7 games last season, and it felt like the PGMOL had an agenda against us, stretching the letter of the law using slow-mo replays to make challenging look worse off, etc. Like the Curtis Jones one.
The
and
one
Jota
yesterday is not a
talking about that for
PGMOL thing. I know, Howard Webb was at the game, you lot are mocking it. Had nothing to do with that.
No,
who
was he speaking to?
I looked at it.
Sending off.
I don't know. He's speaking. I think they reckon
shop?
he was listening in to the. He's allowed to do that.
His job,
right?
Getting his Chinese.
Voice note, like you don't know.
Chicken balls.
You've just been innocently just.
his job, man.
Just gone there to watch a game.
Listen, there's no conspiracy theory about that red card on Saturday. It's a red card. We got to hold it, man. It's red.
Hold it.
If that happens, in games, you expect the player to be sent off. Simple.
Tossin says, I never super chat, but I have to today. Flex go crazy. These guys have been taking the piss recently. Robbie and Matthias deserve spankings.
Ross, well on.
UTFR.
What type of show do you think this is?
Pause.
Really on them thing there.
We've got left bollocks, we've got spankings.
We're a PG show.
Man's going up to the high echelons of the Sky
Grease
service, bro.
Greasing.
Lord heavens.
Patrick says, Celabara's number is blocked. Nice. Because of the popular SIM card providers. Labara. Nice. G. Vanadan, shout out to you, says the referee for Liverpool Chelsea was a disgrace. How Tossin wasn't sent off is beyond me. A similar instance to Saliba. Incompetence. We'll get onto that,
should
mate.
have the penalty as well.
Dragon says,
That's true, actually.
F-man, Arsenal lost to Bournemouth, but to be fair, Liverpool also lost to Forest. Not any better that time. I still think Arsenal can pull it off. Sheldon says, for the table, who's the biggest Judas in your club as a player and a manager? I'll go Owen or Torres.
Lukaku, easy.
Yeah, charlatan. Turncoat.
I'm not being funny. Mine's easy, wasn't it?
Sol
Campbell.
Yeah. Yours is Nasri, Adebayor, Sanya.
Everybody wanted to better themselves. Ashley Cole.
RVP, Ashley Cole. The list is long.
Everyone who wanted to go on to win stuff is basically.
And boy, did they win.
Did it. Sagna, yeah.
Sagna. Sagna.
Wow, that's Sanya.
Man,
No, Sanya's
the
all
G
right.
and everything.
Sanya's all right.
Mark says Chelsea could actually spend $1 billion at Temu. Jamal says 60% of clubs down to 10 men losing is for all clubs across the board. Odds change for teams higher up the table. Champions win those games.
No, I'm
Excuses.
sorry.
We went to
When you go
Newcastle
down-
and won.
Yeah, that was a one-off. That happens every now and again.
And we
Most teams that go down to 10
beat
men,
Forest
they-
at home with 10 men last year.
Huh?
McAllister got sent off. We won
Every
3-1.
now and again, AGT.
Well, it was 4
And
games.
that's at
in
home.
Did you win the
Every
league?
now- Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
Have you won?
I thought this was about teams doing it when they win the league.
People
Yeah,
need to
Pep.
understand.
Win the
Listen, you can struggle in this Premier League with 11 men against. Look at City yesterday. It took a last-second winner against Wolves, bottom of the league.
We'll get onto that as well.
Right, you want to go. That's when people, to me, there's a lot of disrespect sometimes of teams like, oh, we got to go away attacking, right? These teams have all got good players. This is the Premier League, man. There's internationals in every position. City with 11 struggle to beat Wolves, who are bottom of the table. You can't. And Bournemouth are a better team than them. They're a decent side. We're getting problems with 11 men, right?
Yeah.
Down, especially down the flanks. That's Semenya. So when I was saying this to Lee yesterday, when Lee's saying to me, we should be going 3 at the back, I'm like, we had problems when it was 4 at the back.
Yep,
How are you going to go now 3? What, you got 60 minutes of the game left to go. You've got to be a bit more pragmatic. It's simple as that. Your tactics change. Arsenal always play the ball out from the back. We're having to go long because now you've got 10 men. They're pressing on you. You can't get out. The only way to get out the pitch is you have to start going long. You're doing something that you don't normally do. So people need to put it in a bit of context. When you're down to 10 men, you've got problems. I don't care who you are. You've got problems.
Yep. Yapef just sends in a super chat. Pavanich says, in terms of the league...
It's a cool. Shut up.
You know, I was going to help her out with that dog and all that, but now you see it, right?
Listen.
You know what I mean?
Man like Lynx.
Man like Link.
No, we should call that dog Saka.
Call it Win after your one.
Pavanich says, in terms of... We'll do a couple more and then move on. In terms of the league, Liverpool fans claim they have the best right winger... RB, CB and GK, and the most informed LW right now, Diaz and CM Gravenberch. Why do they have no chest in saying they'll win the league? I think everyone else is saying we're challengers, mate. Huh?
He's just
Why is he
informed.
talking like he ain't picked his team?
He's I don't know.
LWs, RWs, what's going on?
Formations and that.
FIFA in that. Mason, no, I'm not. That's rude to Robbie. I'm not even going to read that out. Get that chin of yours up.
Let me see. Let me see.
No.
You know what?
How rude it is.
I don't care.
You could have gone.
You can be rude.
Lost a lot of weight.
You could have done that. That's
What did he say?
It says get that chin up of yours, Robbie. Both of them.
Listen, you can be rude,
it's
man.
out
Be
of
rude.
order.
Listen,
not
have
bad.
it. You know what?
No, he says rude.
You know
No,
what?
it's
Have it,
fine.
man.
No,
I've had a good run.
You're,
Go.
you're skinny, you know. Like,
Anyway.
don't let.
Have a good run,
Come on.
man. Have it.
You had a good run.
Have
This
it.
is first
I've had
loss
a
in
good run.
2024. Away
And
from
also,
home.
like, I don't
We're
even
feeling sorry for him
this
for.
is not even a proper cooking. Like, let's be real. Like,
It's
the way
not.
that you and I get cooked on this show,
It's not that deep.
how you've been cooked
Probably
previously,
getting away with it a bit.
True.
You've got away with it.
Do what you're best.
You've got away with it. I put in a request early
Do
Saturday.
your
I said,
best.
let's do this properly, Jason. He said they're doing it properly. And then he says to me, the timetable was squished today. So.
The Arsenal producer.
There we go.
The controller said that
Do
the
your
timeline
best.
was squished.
You know.
Listen, he's
Couldn't do
got
it.
flipping
Can't do
cherries
it.
here. You got shirts. You got.
Yeah, only because I stopped on my
Yeah.
way in.
Yeah, she had to.
Oh, you?
Yeah.
I think Jason spent the budget on them.
Actually, do you know who messaged
Expensive
me?
these
Your
days.
daughter.
Judas.
She
Don't-
said,
don't
stop
forget to
on
pick
the
up the
way
cherries.
in.
Yeah. When you ask me about the biggest Judas, maybe so. That's the kind of things that we dealing with.
She's walking home tonight, I tell you. Right, listen, we're moving on from Arsenal. We've indulged, we've cooked, we've eaten. We're
Still
stuffed.
hungry, though.
Nah,
I'm
we're
not
stuffed.
still hungry.
The super chats will allow us to
I'm
go back.
hungry for
Next
Chelsea.
Up, it's
Oh, you can eat Chelsea.
Yo. We ain't even
Oh, you
Chelsea.
can eat.
Emergency meeting. How's it go? What
The
else, man?
atmosphere.
No emergencies.
No, there is an
Emergency.
Underfunded.
There was an incredible
Understaffed.
atmosphere yesterday, right, at Anfield. The place was electric. They're saying move on already. No. I'm going to double down now, right? Doubling down. Chelsea have beaten Liverpool for the second time in the last 7 meetings. A lot of draws, 5 and 2 wins to Liverpool. Get the goal. Penalty. Nice. Defo a pen, in my opinion. The second one, very clumsy from Sanchez.
You lucky
for
boy.
him to come out like that with that force and aggression, very, very lucky not to.
No, but you got the ball though.
He did get the ball, but he
On
got
first
everything
view.
else as well,
Yeah.
with force as well. So
Very
Lucky got the ball.
lucky
He's
lad.
he's
just
very
about
clumsy
right.
to be doing that,
Yeah.
4 yards out and not just coming to claim.
What about
the
their
ball.
one though? They shouldn't-
No. I just wanted him to naturally go on his flow. I wanted to see if he'd even bring it up because the biased pundits on Sky, they didn't want
Never
to bring
a
it up.
pen.
You
Never a
three
pen.
Liverpool pundits
Never a pen.
on the panel. You didn't want to bring
Never
up
a pen.
any replays or anything. So
Well, they didn't
you don't
ask-
think
they didn't go to check
you
it.
don't think Trent tripping up Sancho is a penalty?
Well, I tell you what, Trent pocketed Sancho and Sancho was hooked
but
at
that was a
half
penalty,
time,
though.
mate.
That
Yeah.
So are
Hold
you now going to say Salah's was
Sausage.
a penalty? Salah on Colwell and Salah?
No, I'm not.
Okay. That's
So
something
that
at
didn't
least.
work for you, did it?
It was still a penalty. Yeah.
No, you thought I was going to say yes, didn't you?
Well, usually you're very biased. It was a
Well,
penalty.
usually you're
Not
wrong,
AGT.
mate.
Not
So 1-0 up, right? Awful start to second half. But before we get onto that, Tosin, right? Should he have been sent off? Was it an identical challenge to Saliba's?
Yes.
I think it was. If you look at the screenshots, he's actually holding on to him inside his half.
It's more of a foul.
Jota is through. If that ball rolls, Jota is through, and it's a clear goal scoring opportunity. Thoughts, Matisse?
Like I said, it's an acute angle.
Bringing the protractors out.
Move him, man.
You see, you're a disgrace now.
I'm not.
100%
Because you,
disgrace.
because you know that's
cheap.
red.
Listen,
It's red, man.
we got away with it. That's what I'll say. Like all
So it
incidences
was
in
a
this
red
game.
It was a red.
No, because Colwell is coming.
No.
Colwell is coming.
How have you- what have
the
you got
ball's
away
going
with then?
towards Colwell, so
It's red.
it's
Behind him.
subjective. But the referee had a mare. Let's
literally
just put
not
it like that. The
subjective.
referee had
No,
a mare.
but you know the thing is, right?
He had a mare on both for both teams.
You know the thing, Matisse, right? Is that the referee on Saturday as well? He didn't give it either. He didn't give it. VAR. Then
Can
said-
step in.
VAR said, "Go and have a look at this
Exactly.
again. We think it's a red." Why? That's the thing.
100%.
You see, I don't even know if I'm blaming the ref even in that game because it's not easy, is it? The angles, if the lines were
needs
everything. Where are the VAR guys then on that one? That's where I look at, and that's when people start to get annoyed at the inconsistencies in football. Because what's the difference? Why did they get involved on Saturday? And then because that's the annoying thing. They're both reds.
Yeah.
Both of them are reds.
Yeah, listen, at this point, I'm numb to this. This is normal. At the end
love
of the
how
day,
he's blaming the refs
at the end of the
straight
day,
away.
there was refereeing decisions for both teams that I felt were wrong. But
What did you feel was wrong
It was just even fouls he was given, like clean tackles. Caicedo's making a clean tackle, he blows for a free kick.
What about the Nunez one on Vega?
Yeah, we could be here all day, you know.
Now, can we move on from the referees, please?
Anyway,
Let's talk about the performance.
Team, please.
Let's talk about the performance. Yeah,
Cole
I would love to,
Palmer,
but
where
he's
was he?
going on.
No, listen, I'm happy
he's
to talk
rambling.
about Chelsea. Let's talk about Chelsea, then we'll get on. Save the best till last. So,
Listen.
Cole Palmer, defrosted at Anfield, mate. Ghost.
Where him there? We sat at this very table,
Everybody up, go where
in
me
the
get me
roundup,
clocks.
and we said, listen, you can say he's world class. You don't need to see any more evidence. You've made your mind up.
Thought out,
you don't need to see any more games.
That doesn't mean he'll never play bad again.
That's fine.
Yeah.
If it's not
But
3 o'clock,
we started to say,
home,
we
mate.
started to say,
You
that's
can't-
in this
late.
particular game,
In this particular game,
we need to see him.
He was silenced.
In your own thumbnail, you said invisible.
Yes,
Yes,
he was.
He was nowhere to be seen. Where was he?
Like
He
I
did not
predicted.
rise.
And you
Another
said-
player as
you
well.
said he'd score 2.
Another player as well.
I didn't really mean what I said here.
We had a conversation.
All the other previews, I had my head on.
We had a conversation.
You
We had a conversation at the beginning of the season when you were saying thank you, 25, thank you for this, thank you for that. I want to ask you where Jadon Sancho was as well. And I want to ask you why he was hooked to half time.
Why?
And even by your own admission, because I went back and checked to see what you had to say about Jadon Sancho, so you can't come in here and lie.
He's running out of breath.
And what did you say? You said, oh, yeah, well, I need the nice little iggle-piggle feet and that, but he's not getting the shot. I need to see the shot. I need to see more.
Jinky winky.
You need to see more. Oh, you need to see more already.
Some more, please, sir.
So,
What more did you need?
where was he?
Bench.
Which one would you like me to address first?
Both.
At the same time.
All right, heady one.
With equal time.
I was doing it both.
Cole Palmer was poor. He was anonymous, invisible,
Evaporated.
ghost. It was literally Liverpool had him on lock. Let's just have it. Let's have it right.
Trent
The only
had
time
Sancho.
I'm talking about
And
Palmer
then-
right now.
Palmer.
Sit-
Hold on. Hold on.
Hang on.
Just
This
sit.
is time.
Proceed. Rattleman, proceed.
Yappa, Shani, shut it! I'm about to cuss, you know, and you still want to interrupt.
Let him
My
land.
goodness.
Let him
So,
land. Let him land.
Cole Palmer, anonymous, poor performance. The only time he really had the ball was in deep positions that he couldn't hurt Liverpool. Credit to them. They marked him out of the game. They took him straight out of the game.
Not nice when they do it to you, is it?
I don't really mind that, to be
Nice.
honest. I don't mind that at all. It's still cold. But, you know, Liverpool, you know, they turned the electricity off. Do you know what I mean? Like, it was mad.
They're calling him condensation Palmer.
Yeah, listen.
Condensation
First of all,
Palmer.
credit to Liverpool because Liverpool in that midfield they didn't have McAllister. I'm looking at that midfield. I'm thinking there's less control. There's less of a passer in there. It might be a bit more hectic. We should have more of the ball. We did have more of the ball. But when it comes to Cole Palmer, they completely... That was the quietest game I've seen from Cole Palmer since he's been at Chelsea. I mean, including last season. That's how quiet he was. He didn't really create anything. He had one chance, I think, in the first half, which he fluffed at. But in terms of, yeah, you nullified him completely. So credit to you. And he has to respond. You know, he responds against Newcastle. He has to respond against Man United, against you. So before you pipe up too much, remember that we're playing you in a couple of weeks. Jadon Sancho will be there. Cole Palmer will be there.
Oh, he
Ten
won't
Hag
play. Well, he
will be
won't
there.
play. He won't
Do you know
play.
what I mean?
Jadon Sancho
Do you know
won't
what I
play
mean?
because he's on loan. So
don't
he's not
get
playing.
too excited.
Yeah? So
Where are you in the
where
league?
will be-
11th.
He'll be playing FIFA
Dead
at
team.
Yard. That's
You know
what he'll be
I mean?
doing.
So
yeah?
relax yourself.
FC 25.
Get
That's
too
what
ahead of
he'll be
yourself.
doing. Yeah, so he won't be at Old Trafford, will he?
Listen,
He can't play.
And
I wish he did. I wish he could play. I wish he could play. Because what's he going to do?
Your team play like Reckless
What's
FC.
he gonna do?
You know that. You don't want
We won, mate.
say that. Reckless FC. That's
So
what
hang
you're
on,
won.
this is about
That's what your team
Liverpool.
It's not about Man United.
Reckless FC.
This is about your players. Last time I checked, Jadon Sancho plays for you.
Sancho.
And he
as
got
a-
hooked at half
Yes,
time.
and deservedly so.
Yes.
Because he could not get the better of Trent. And every time he was jinky-majinky, there was no...
That was the word.
There was,
Jinky-majinky.
there was a lot of
No shot.
jinky-majinky. There was no shot. There was no...
I need my shot, big man.
There was no
No,
final.
that one.
There was no end product. You know what I mean? He was flirting, but
Foreplaying.
he wasn't really actually.
What's it like to watch that? Is it frustrating? What does it feel like? When you keep
It was
seeing, like,
frustrating
oh,
because
look, maybe
there was another
like-
gear to go. There was another gear to go, and he never went into that gear. He was driving in first gear, and you know, I would say let's get into third, fourth, and take the shots and start.
So
to
just
test
like
the
coasting,
goalkeeper.
just like not really doing much, like just.
I wouldn't say coasting,
touches,
but I would
but-
say, again, I would like to say credit to Trent. Trent gets a lot of criticism on this panel. Certain individuals next to me like to get real deep into that Trent can't defend hype. And then Trent comes out of the game with 5 out of 5 tackles. So if I'm going under the bus, Robbie Lyle's coming with me.
Bring him.
Don't go anywhere. You know what I mean?
With you.
Another thing, another thing I mentioned on this panel was about the Cole Palmer and how pressure starts.
What did Saka do this weekend?
Right? He's injured.
I don't care.
Yeah. So your guy, he looked more like, you know, Nicole Palmer, you know what I mean, was missing. You know what I mean? Right?
What?
Right? No, but you're there jumping, bringing me into your things.
I have to bring you in because you
got nothing to
actually
do with me.
jinxed it. The way that you've been going after Trent. The way you've been going after Trent. So Trent said, okay, cool, let me lock up someone. Trent said, let me lock up someone. If you didn't say nothing, if you didn't believe, we wouldn't be in this position.
I said to you
you like to do too much. We're going to do this. And then what happens next?
Well, what did you do?
Well, we didn't do nothing.
You had a couple of little games and thing. Look, listen, I said to you on Cole Palmer, I rate Cole Palmer. He's a top player. But all I was saying to you a couple of weeks ago is now he's raised the bar so high.
Don't worry about it.
All eyes are on him all the time.
Yeah, we got it under control. We got it under control. Listen, Robbie,
ain't no my brother.
We would have thought. Listen, Robbie, we got the situation under control. At the end of the day, we came up against the best defence in this league. Not Arsenal, actually Liverpool. Let's give credit to Liverpool as well. I'm gonna go into my team more, but I'm gonna give credit to Liverpool. They nullified a team in us that had, I think we were third for open play chances created. We don't create from set pieces.
You not like,
not like you. No.
Last week you were saying you was running up him out.
That's because he rattled me.
How you going to run up on
That's because he rattled me and I got a bit out of hand.
And you
but
did.
On every other preview I did,
also,
I said respectfully, Liverpool are a tough team and I'll take a point.
You know,
and I said it on your channel as well.
To Flex's point,
I'm pretty sure I said I'll take a point.
You was going about Sancho.
But DR round table,
about
things get out of
how it's
hand.
a different Sancho now that he's gone to Chelsea.
He's been good. He's been good. It is a different Sancho. He didn't even play. He was in the mountains and all sorts. He's on the pitch.
What Sancho has done at Chelsea so far, I've seen in the United shirt.
That's nice.
So it's the same. So it's not different. It's the same.
I can't see you in the table.
It's the same.
Do you know what I mean?
It's the same.
I'm enjoying it.
It's the same.
He's not wrong.
We're right there. And guess what? You do have to come to Old Trafford.
Yeah, we
yes,
will
you
be there.
do.
We will be there.
Yes, you will
when
be
Sancho
there.
scores the winner,
you will be there.
Oh,
He can't play.
He's cup tied. You pillar.
Fuck! Are you serious? He's cup tied?
Yeah.
Why is he cup tied? You're giving him to us anyway. It's an obligation. It's an obligation to buy.
After he's had a
just let
shit
the man
season,
play, man.
just give him a 25 million.
You
Yeah,
can
that's
play
all.
45 minutes again.
Just let him play, man. What's wrong with you?
That's how I know you're rattled because you're so far. It's like,
Yeah,
you
you
can't play, and you know what you're
You've
trying
done
to do.
it twice.
You're trying to convince yourself that Sancho is the almighty. He's doing amazing, and he's not.
I didn't say he was the almighty. I said he's playing well.
The truth is, he's just average.
No, he's playing.
Truth is,
He's playing. No,
sometimes
he was playing well.
Sometimes
he won a penalty.
Jink him in key.
No.
Sometimes nothing of nothing.
No.
That's it.
No.
That's it.
He won a penalty against the Brighton
it.
team.
Yeah.
He was having assists. He's creating
Or
chances.
the one where he passed it for. Or the one where he just gave a pass to Jackson. Jackson had to sprint
Anyway.
about 500 meters.
This is Liverpool going top of the league,
As I
mate.
was saying with Liverpool, right? Very, very good performance. They let us in a couple times. Jackson 1v1 gets his goal.
finish.
Very good finish. The other time he hit the bar, tight angle. But apart from that, we didn't create enough to come out away from that game and say, oh, we should have got this, we should have got that. A lot of Chelsea fans say we should have got a point, or saying, oh, we had the ball, we had possessions. I think Lavia was brilliant. First of all,
he was really good.
Caicedo was very good as well. I thought as soon as the substitutions were made, Reece James very good considering he's not played for like years.
Apart from trying to play off.
Apart from the second goal, but overall his performance was still good.
That
We
was
haven't seen him
shot.
well.
Because
He
if that
wasn't
was
expected
Trent,
to start.
I'm sure Robbie would have.
Yeah, but at the same time,
Holding your hand up like that from
context
that
because
is
he's only
disgraceful.
just come
That's
back.
embarrassing.
Context has only just come back from injury, and that's his first appearance of the season. So let's have some
Shouldn't have
context. Well, listen, that was a risk, and we took the risk. But he actually played well. But with all of the nice patterns and all the nice play, at the end of the day, we didn't create enough chances. Kelleher didn't have to make any real saves. And Liverpool, yeah, they deserve to win the game. I have no complaints. I have no queries, no questions. I'm all good.
Two words. Curtis Jones.
Great performance.
What a performance. Potentially his best performance in a Liverpool shirt. A lot of eyebrows were raised when he was starting. Obviously, McAllister gets a little rest. And he didn't really play in the 10 where Szoboszlai plays. He's more in the double pivot. But he can do it all. He can carry the ball. He's very composed in tight spaces. He finds his way out of things. There was a moment against, I think it was Caicedo and Palmer, both double teamed him, and he managed to get out of it and play out.
You start him against Arsenal instead of McAllister.
It wouldn't be instead of McAllister. It would
Instead of
be
Szoboszlai.
Instead of Szoboszlai, or if McAllister doesn't play, you could go with Curtis again. And leave Macca
I think
on
Jones,
the bench,
McAllister, and
I think
Gravenberch your
that's
best
what it'll be.
midfield.
I think so at the minute.
Szoboszlai didn't do much.
You know, he had
worked hard.
he had a little goal last week, so scoring the winner, Cop End is your first goal as a dad. It's not a bad week.
is it?
Not bad week.
He was really good.
And
he was
here's
good.
an uncomfortable stat that Robbie won't like to hear.
Oh.
Mohamed Salah, right? 72 assists, joint level with Thierry Henry.
Knew how this was going.
13 goals away from Thierry Henry's record.
Oh, wow.
And he'd probably do that this season. He's got his eye on it.
Still not better though.
Okay, well, have you passed him in a couple of weeks?
Still not bad.
Still not
No,
better.
I know he's not.
Is he better?
No.
Well, that's all I need to.
Well, he's not far off though. You go on like
he's a top player.
Go on like it's a mad.
No. Listen, I always
talk.
Listen, you know me. I'm always putting respect on Salah's name.
Say something.
I always put respect on Salah's name. But he ain't better than Thierry Henry.
No.
Okay, well,
but I put respect on his name. He's a generational player.
So yeah, back
Anyway,
to the top
thanks
of the table,
for
mate.
that. Thanks for that.
Cool. So are we challengers? I don't know.
Well, you tell us. Why don't you tell us? No, I'll ask you. Are you challengers? Would you like to put your neck out on the line?
Fleck?
Stick it out.
What would you say?
Of course you are. Absolutely. Of course Liverpool are challengers. I had them down as being able to be up there with Arsenal and Man City from even before a ball was kicked, and then you see the way the season's going so far. You've got they're totally challengers, absolutely. Whether they do it or not, obviously, is a different question. But to push it, it's looking more like right now with the way things are going. It's looking like Liverpool are bigger challengers than Arsenal.
Are you going to the Emirates with chest?
Yeah.
Are you going with ambitions to win?
I'm trying to win. He's got chest that don't like it, it always backfires on him.
I'm trying to win.
Because you could effectively put them in a precarious position in the title race if you went there and won.
Saliba. Kiwior at centre back.
No Odegaard.
Bring it on, mate.
Saka, a little bit.
So no excuses now, AGC. So if you go there and get done,
I'd still take a draw at this stage.
No. That's not how
you got the best defence.
You're challenging.
You got the best players.
And you just want
best players since Thierry Henry.
There we go.
Let's go.
Jones, McAllister, Gravenberch.
They got me.
Player of the season, Gravenberch.
Listen,
Better player than Henry.
You
got me.
You were challenging for the league last year as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Why's it a surprise that Liverpool are challenging,
not there.
right? Hey, by the way,
no one gave us credit for Klopp.
Yeah, you know, you're saying Saliba's out. Calafiori's still, a centre back who plays for Italy, international centre back.
We will see.
No, he can play. That's his position.
That's his position. Yeah,
So
you should have no problem.
You know what I mean?
The amount of defenders you have,
Remember,
I don't expect to hear any.
so
We don't have Saliba. You've got a lot of centre
The
backs.
fact that Saliba's missing shouldn't even be
a thing.
Listen, we've been without a lot of players.
Shouldn't even notice. Aura, man.
A draw is still a good result.
He's got so much aura.
The aura basically carries
The amount of aura he has.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
The aura for Calafiori. That's better than even having.
How does he smell? How does Calafiori smell? Smell good?
Yeah, Bridget.
Just turns up, he's got aura, they win the game.
Just before we move on, Jota got injured, got landed on by tossing Jota. But he'll be back to take his dog for a walk at the Emirates on Sunday, as he always does.
He always scores against Arsenal.
Love this. So confident.
Yeah.
Looking on. You think
This time next week? No.
You think it's going to be the same Arsenal that played against Bournemouth? If that's what you're thinking.
All right.
Even more defensive, probably.
Okay.
Extra
man in midfield.
By the way,
if I remember last year when you came, that was you like that as
2-0,
well.
mate.
You was talking about how you'd beaten us in the cup and this you're going to do this and do that, and you came, you got battered.
But we won 2-0
in the league. Premier League. I'm talking. I'm not about a League Cup.
I might draw if he does.
Right?
It's not. It's actually ours.
Yeah. Guys, there is 11,500 of you right now. And Robbie, I'm looking at this. This is telling me, this computer is telling me that we haven't even hit 2,000 likes.
It's blasphemy.
Throw that bottle over there. Yes.
That was again so anticlimactic.
Get the likes up, people. Let's look back to see how we predicted Liverpool-Chelsea on the Jackpots Sevens. How did we predict this game? Well, AGT's got it bang on, right? Me and Flex.
Shoot, you know what? I changed this. I actually went 2-1.
Oh, so you flip-flopped?
Easy.
Yeah,
you were having a go at me for changing last week.
No, I did change.
That.
No, because I actually went 2-1 to Liverpool and then I changed. I don't know why I changed. You know what it is? Because you lot always...
You're going to get a draw.
You lot draw.
Yeah, I said draw everywhere else apart from here. I just want to show chest. There's no consequences for predictions on this show.
Well,
if there is,
£700,000
then you'll see something.
We say that there is all the time. It never
There's
comes
nothing. There's no league table. There's nothing.
So Abbi had a draw.
I did have a draw. I did.
It's a bit nasty.
I'm sorry. I obviously didn't want it to go that way. I wanted you to batter
you really
them.
believed in us in that.
Yeah, I think where I was so not believing in Chelsea at the start of the season. I then thought, hold on.
They showed her a few signs.
I've had to regroup over the last few weeks, and I've held my hands up and said they've done much better than I thought. So I thought that Cole Palmer would be show up in the big game. I thought he wouldn't be lukewarm, Palmer, but he was. So big up to Liverpool. You know me, I'll back whoever's trying to beat you.
This is honest.
Yeah, that's good on
Huge.
It's a very simple method.
Liverpool fan next weekend.
That's what you do to Arsenal.
Yeah. All right, let's get through to the next game then. Manchester United winning at home, beating Brentford.
Huge.
2-1, the winner from Violin. Decent finish. I'm not clapping, but I won't clap. No,
massive.
Happy for you.
This is what we predicted. Matisse went 2-1. I went 1-0.
Robbie, Abbi, and Flex, and Matisse all getting it right.
Hey.
I was the only one that got it right.
See, we see
Predictable
you.
game.
I should have changed it. Should have changed it.
Brentford
Just
never.
didn't want us to. That's why.
Yeah.
Brentford never beat United.
Nah.
You were saying though, weren't you? But in the preview show, hopefully we just get a win. No one notices it. We slip
It's 3
away.
PM.
Yeah.
No big
That's
talking
exactly
points.
what
But admit though,
Exactly how I want it. Well, not. I want us to win a bit more
if
comfortably.
Mbeumo scored, what would you have done?
Oh,
listen,
head's gone.
When I got in that stadium, and he's playing on the side that I sit on in the first half, and I was just watching intently, just thinking, you effing dare. Like, I'm in big trouble. It's Brett X on the Friday as well. He said it as well. And then on the way up, I ain't gonna lie, I'm tuning in. Obviously, 1-0 down to West Ham. I'm ready. I'm prepared. Everything's getting. I'm like, but you know what? They'll come back though. They will. And then obviously you lot smashed them. And then I see him at the end. He's like, yeah. Now I'm watching Brentford out. I just knew what it was. So the self-preservation was kicking in before the game even started on a personal for that reason. But just in general, I just the first half, first 20-25 minutes, we weren't great at all. It was a bit passive, just allowing Brentford to just be really comfortable on the ball. They didn't. It's not like they were banging down the door, but it was just very, very comfortable. The sort of second half of the first half, we got the ball down a little bit better, and huffed and puffed a little bit. But I will say the manner in which we conceded was pathetic. Catalogue of errors, and Man United fans or even the coaching staff that are trying to moan at the officials. No. The medical team, you had 3 opportunities to patch up a little bit of blood until half time. Just give him the Paul Ince bandage, the Terry Butcher. That's all you had to do. Skirtle. Just wrap the skirt or whatever. Yeah. Just wrap everything around it so you can get through to half time. They put some stupid, pathetic little gauze or plaster on top of his head. So you had to go off again. Don't blame the ref.
Funds are short at United.
Yeah, exactly. They're probably cutting the medical department as well. We haven't got no bandages. Like how does it
all on the
take
roof,
three opportunities to patch up this guy? So I get why De Ligt's angry because you're a defender, you're in the heat of the moment.
Adrenaline as well. Blood
adrenaline, that's fine. But what's the point in the coaching staff going on to the ref and all this stuff? You lot go and blame the medical team. You go in there and say, how the F has it taken you 3 opportunities to put a bit of Vaseline on and a bandage so you can get through to half time? So no sympathy there. Dallo was right in front of me for the throw-in just before half time. So I'm thinking, right, this is a bit shit now. Just get into half time. He just throws the ball to no one. To them. He just threw the ball to Brentford. Then they get a corner. Then they score.
Great header, though.
Yeah, great header. Free. But then after that, one thing that we don't get is a second half reaction. And we did. Straight away, we blitzed them. Rashford, I thought, was really, really good all game. Garnacho, he has wasteful moments. He has moments where he might not pick the right option. But he's just so honest. He just keeps going and going and going. Shots on target, getting changed out to fullback, gets his goal. Rasmus Højlund improved towards the back end of the first half and then definitely all in the second half. Good finish. Bruno just like calmed everything down and played quite safe until he needed to do a little bit of magic outside the boot. Nice little finish, nice little assist for there. And then we just saw the game out. So that's it. Nice and simple. We move on to Fenerbahce. Done. That's it.
I can't wait to watch Fenerbahce this week.
That's it.
You going on your own?
I am.
Well, no cameraman, nothing?
No cameraman?
I will be in control of everything.
Oh, wow.
Make sure you tune in. I don't know how it's going to turn out.
Licha Martinez at left back.
Locked up in Mbeumo. Flep Mbeumo. Where am there? Nowhere. You know what I mean?
That's literally where Arsenal were going to play him when they were looking to sign him. Martinez.
On the right wing? Oh, Martinez. Oh,
left back.
Yeah, he's not... I mean, look, he's played there.
Him,
he's played there a few times before when he was at Ajax. Then he moved into midfield and centre back. But we don't want to really see him there. I was very worried before the game actually at the prospect of him when we were against whoever was going to be left back. But Mazraoui is after his little heart correction thing. He's actually all right. He was on the bench and came off the bench, so he should be all right. So listen, nothing really to talk about. We can just move on, mate.
Move on.
3 points.
And we will move on.
That's all I wanted.
We will move on quickly then to Tottenham. We haven't really spoken about this, but it was a 4-1 win. You know, Nikki was giving it the chat on the Amelia app last week, and you silenced West Ham. I did pop in,
good. Moving silence. Like, look.
Moving silence.
We had the awards ceremony, didn't we, a couple of weeks ago? And I'll be honest with you, I was fuming. Then I went on holiday and I forgot all about it. Got a dog. Yeah, saved a dog. And then as I was coming back, I thought, oh God, it's Thursday. Like, tuned into the show and I thought, oh my God, we're playing in a couple of days. And I thought this could just go so wrong. 12:30 for Spurs, West Ham, Northern London, everyone's watching. And obviously went 1-0 down and I thought, oh, for fuck's sake, Tottenham. But To be fair, apart from like about 10 minutes spell, West Ham were dead. Like really bad. They didn't. I don't even think they really deserve like the goal necessarily. Just again, poor defending from Spurs, which is what you're going to get. Like.
I thought they were good.
Well, same as Arsenal.
According to the stats.
Same as Arsenal. It's just what you're going to get. Just going to concede, aren't you?
No,
just going to concede.
Yeah, I mean,
just going to concede. Yeah. Some games you're going to win 4-3. Other times you're going to lose 4-3. And I've kind of accepted that's my fate with Ange Ball. But it was good. And I think that the more that, obviously the second goal killed it when we came straight out, you know, after half time, that was good. It was kind of like the reversal of what happened against Brighton. And then obviously the more that West Ham are kind of getting sucked into it, that's where Spurs obviously flourish. You know, they're picking the ball up from where they're losing it deep and then just breaking, which is where Spurs are really good. Yeah, it was a good afternoon. And, you know, we haven't really won too many derbies since Ange has been there. I think I might even be the second one because we beat Fulham. But I don't actually think we beat any at home. So that might be the first one at home. So, look, it was a nice afternoon. It was lovely. And then I just basically got to sit back, watch everyone else, had a great 5:30, and had a happier weekend.
Son scored
3 goals in 8 minutes. Sonny scored.
Was it Kulusevski again?
Just
want to give some
really good. 1-0 down United, Brentford. You was ready.
I was ready. I was ready for you. I was. And then I had to. But this is the thing. You know, when we're all watching our games, right? Like the first thing that I think in my head is if Spurs go 1-0 down or whatever is Monday. Like I can't.
That's what he was saying.
I can't I can't switch off.
I was thinking of you.
I just can't.
Why?
Because we were beaten.
You're lucky I got Monday and Friday. Actually, no, you do have Monday and Tuesday as well.
Yeah, I could have Monday and Tuesday.
Couldn't even enjoy the Arsenal game.
I'll be honest
we had to play
with you.
the next day.
The Tuesday for me is usually worse than the Monday. Because KG is another level.
What you just said is true, you know, because on Saturday, right, like, when I'm coming home now, I'm thinking, hold on a minute. It's only KG's has come for me, so I thought, where's everyone else? I see expressions, I see KG, I'm like, well, where's all the other men? And I thought, they play tomorrow. All the Liverpool men I know.
Yeah, gotta wait.
Right? So all the Chelsea guys, they go, right, so they don't want to go early. I was thinking, at first, I was like, it's a little bit quiet compared to.
I text you.
That Arsenal game didn't even exist.
I text him.
No. You text me.
I'm still working on it.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, you know, you got your friends, right? So, like, all the Tottenham friends that I got, they all were coming at me. All the United ones are coming at me. But I'm thinking, it's still a bit quiet compared to. That's a bad defeat. I mean, it was a bad defeat, right? And I'm thinking, won. But then I was like, oh, yeah.
Jury's
Liverpool,
out.
Chelsea, tomorrow.
Just before we move on, sausage of the week contender, Mohamed Kudus.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Could have got 3 red cards.
Absolute head pass.
I also don't understand. Like, I don't understand why that took even 4. I don't know why it took 4 minutes because even before that, the foul, he kicked Mickey Van der Ven twice when he was on the floor, and that wasn't even reviewed. And then when he got up straight away, he got up, pushed him over, and then there was the one he did in the box on Sarr, and then my favourite part of it all was Richarlison just going down.
He's a disgrace.
I don't know what.
No, he's actually.
I love him.
What is going through?
He ran into him and then got down.
He's just going down like he's subconscious.
Everything gene.
Jokes though.
Oh,
I
think he's in some serious.
You see, Nicky Hawkins, West Ham fan TV. I'll tell you what.
You've got West Ham next week.
We do.
So there we go. Missing a
David Moyes.
Kudus was trying to get sent off.
Yeah.
But do we have to discuss that just quickly? I know the Spurs thing. You see the West Ham thing. You know, obviously they said, Moyes, we need better football, this, that, and the other. And for a little bit, we were like, well,
signings were good.
How much higher than 7th under this manager?
They've gone to the wrong guy.
Yep.
They have.
They've gone to the wrong guy.
They have
Do
gone to the wrong guy.
you know who would have been better? They would have been better suited to getting someone like a Thomas Frank or a De Zerbi who's actually going to play an attacking style of football. This is basically just a sideways step.
Even that Bournemouth guy's manager.
Ariola,
you know, I mean, it's looking bleak for him, man. Because honestly, I was watching that game on my way down to. I was watching that game on the way down to Bournemouth, and even when West Ham went 1-0 up, I'm like, they're not winning this. They're getting absolutely.
Ariola playing out from the back as well.
They're getting absolutely battered.
Sorry, one more thing. James Maddison getting hooked.
Yeah. Oh, did he?
Again,
got hooked at half time.
Half time?
Yeah. So you know how you know how everyone is really critical.
Tactical.
Yeah, it was. But this is the thing. So actually, I want to give Ange some praise because everyone always says that Ange doesn't have Plan B. Well, I did see him make a little bit of a tactical change, and he brought on Sarr. He realised they needed legs. Kulusevski, out of the two, who can obviously now play in a 10 really well, stronger, more direct, carries the ball better than Maddison, and that was that. And then he sat there. He didn't look happy.
Listen,
but yeah, Sarr got the assist.
Your main guy, man.
Right, super chat time.
That's the main guy, man.
Maddison used to play. I swear Maddison used to play like right midfielder or something for Leicester. Maybe you should try that. Maybe.
Sai says United went to Portugal and picked up a point with 10 players. City dominated Forest with 10. No excuses for Arsenal, to be honest. Only one one shot
give
on
me
target.
little one-offs, man.
Jay Jackson.
Give me little ones. Didn't United... Hold on.
Yeah.
The United game went there. They didn't win it, though, did they? It was a draw. So this is what I'm trying to say. When you go down to 10 men, you're up against it. They were winning. You were winning before that, weren't you?
Yeah.
In that game. And they go down to 10 men and it ends up being a draw and they could have lost it. So because they were losing 3-2.
you're right.
So this is the thing. People have got to get a context on this.
Is that like...
Our problem is we've got to sort out
Bridesmaids fighting.
Let's sort our discipline out. You had 11 men.
How
boy.
Whoa!
You had 11. Right? No, you had 10.
Whoa.
Cole Palmer was playing.
Or wasn't playing.
Hold on.
That's what you said. You said he was invisible.
Invisible, mate.
That's what you said. Not
Hey,
me.
I'm just being honest.
All right, cool. So am I.
All right, Jay Jackson says Liverpool have easy fixtures. Arsenal held to Cherries. How's Asna's test going, dear Robbie? Sai says we blasted Chelsea for defending, even though they got the job done more often than not back then. Arsenal are unable to do the same. Hassan says Jones handballed it for the Salah penalty. He didn't, mate. You can see the video on Twitter. No, this is no. Eddie Delight says Arsenal are supposed to be professional. Got to rattle through them, mate. Arsenal are supposed to be professionals, but they keep making these amateurish mistakes. This is all their fault. Hold that. Subitta says Robbie is so arrogant and delusional. If the same red card happens for Liverpool, he would have started mocking everyone from Jurgen's celebration to Anfield ground staff. Big up AGT.
I just said it's our own problem. It's our own discipline. I'm not being arrogant. How am I being arrogant?
Jay says AGT, would Van Dijk make a mistake like world-class Saliba? Also, why is Arsenal the main talk? United should be the main talk because they got 3 points.
Van Dijk did actually make the same mistake playing for Holland, didn't he?
Yeah, not for Liverpool, mate. Haidar says, Matisse, get used to these Sancho performances. 3 years of jockey dribbling and 0 take-ons is exhausting. GL96, Salty Summers, stat for you, 1 loss in 6 months. Come on, you Gunners.
Okay, but you just had one this weekend.
You
so
did.
Hold that.
Lelo Hononolo says, Abby, we cooked the spuds at the toilet bowl easy.
Okay, but we got to move on. We're on a game week. What are we? 8?
1, 2, 3 says Saliba had Ivan Nilsson shirt all in his hands. Kevin Cooper says Arteta got his tactics wrong. Should have dropped Rice into defence and took off Trossard, not Sterling. Rylan, our record at Anfield is terrible. The performance was decent enough. Caicedo elite. Trent challenge on Sancho. Pen ? No. Full stop. Joel says, not sure if the refs just hate Arsenal so much, but we definitely need to stop getting all these red cards if we want to challenge Liverpool and City. Juan says, man, this is some BS. Refs Liverpool conspiracy. This is utter woke bullcrap. Ricky Proctor says, can we have Doyle for when Liverpool win? And James when Arsenal lose on the show. We have to listen to Robbie say we don't give excuses after 100 excuses.
What excuses? Can you tell me what excuses I've given?
He's got 100 there. Apparently.
What are they?
There was quite a few.
Was it
windy? Yeah, can you tell me what they were?
Windy on the coast?
The grass was long. Was wet day.
Wet day. Joshua says, stat, Arsenal had 5 more red cards. This is a good stat. Arsenal have had 5 more red cards with 18 than any other team in the Prem since Arteta joined. I think Arteta's attitude is reflected on the pitch.
Yeah, because he's hyping them up too much, man. Relax on yourself, man. Relax.
Just tell man to stay in his box. Stay in his technical area.
Never in his technical area as
well. Just stay where you are.
You should get a red as well.
Sit down.
Better than your dead man.
Oh, here we go. A little bit deflection.
That's what you fans are always saying. You said it the other day.
You leave Big
I want
Daddy
to see
Angelo.
more from Ange.
Did you say that? Did I say that?
Just stands there.
No, I definitely didn't say that.
Or was it expressions? I can't remember which one it is.
I'm not questioning about his body language.
Carl Bates says, anyone seen Cole Palmer? It's the second game. He's gone missing. Juan, Robbie is right. Lee is shambles. Some Thai delusion. Clara Bitsy's back saying, AGT, can you tell me about 2 wins in 9 years at Anfield? But at the same time, we also won 2 Premier League trophies in 9 years. Fantastic. Stefan says, Matisse late again. Wouldn't his school let him out?
Do you know what? Shut it.
I've never seen Matisse this rattle before, you know. Palmer was so cold his pipe shrank, says Josh Simon. Guna Bean says, as an Arsenal fan, I'll never say a bad word about Abby after hearing for her love for animals and rescue of dogs. What a lovely person you are. Respect, says Guna Bean.
And we're going to have a little DR doggo, aren't we, guys?
Yeah, it's quite big. Up on that.
It's quite big.
Linky. You like dogs, don't you,
It's
Rob?
unbearable sometimes, the football thing. But
Listen, I'm going to have my bodyguard next to me, okay? Okay.
How long till then?
He will be here end of Feb, March.
Okay.
Hopefully end of Feb.
For the crucial part of the season. For the business.
Yeah,
January transfer.
I got big
January transfer
dog,
window.
right?
Look,
So-
how many more dogs you got coming in at January transfer window?
Wow, that's rude, Robbie.
You're gonna understand English. You're gonna understand when you talk to it.
There will be some training done as he only speaks Serbian.
So what? I don't know nothing about animals.
I think
yeah? So
dog
actually,
means
if you
yes
get a dog
in
that's
No,
look, you say you call him, he's not gonna know.
No, but it's to do with your tone. It's to do with the tone of voice. So, like, obviously, he's not going to speak English because he's being looked after by a Montenegrin lady who
And he's a
only
dog and he
speaks
actually
Serbian.
can't speak as well.
They can, but anyway.
You better learn Serbian.
A dog can speak.
Yeah, they just.
Let's hope the dog.
A dog can speak?
No, in their own way. Like they communicate. Like
if the dog
can speak.
Yeah, like.
She better learn Serbian. That's what I've
Anyway,
heard.
What's
Sneet.
Let's hope that
Let's
hope that dog
Was
supports.
that a compliment?
The dog supports Red Star Belgrade, not Tottenham. You know what I mean?
He's going to be sitting here. He's going to be with us every week. Give
All
him a
right,
little shirt.
back into
you
the
can
results,
win
and
every
then we'll jump back into Lincoln and more super chats. Wolves 1, City 2. We predicted this result on the Super Sevens. Do we have that on the screen now to reflect upon? I'm pretty sure I was well off of it. I think I said 4-1. It only ended up 2-1, and obviously John Stones got that winner in the last dying embers of the game once again, like he did against Arsenal. Matisse went 3-1. I went 4-1. Robbie went 3-2. Abbi went 3-0, and Flex went 3-1. So none of us got that one right.
No, none of us got
The
that.
key question is though: was Bernardo Silva impeding for the winner?
No.
I don't believe he was.
My view on it is no,
Oh, good.
but I feel it's one of those. If it's the other way, if that was Wolves, I agree with Gary O'Neill. Would they have overturned it? I don't know.
He was so. out of the way.
It is those ones where,
And
you know,
he's
when
so
you see
small.
Pep running up and down and stuff like that, because it is one of those where you could say, right, you know, actually, I'll stick with what the refs said. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. I was actually glad to see a ref
I
go
felt
to the
very
screen
sorry for-
and actually go, no,
stick by it.
I'm sticking with this. Look,
no, but he didn't though, did he? He
What?
didn't. He didn't. That's not
Oh,
why.
yeah,
He went to the screen.
Oh, did he give it offside?
He went
They
to the
gave
screen because
offside.
it was given as offside. That's why he didn't overturn it. He went to the because it was given as offside on the pitch, wasn't it?
Oh, was it? I
Right.
thought he gave the goal.
And then they
Oh,
said
right,
no,
okay.
go and look at it
Yeah.
because it's not offside because.
Right, okay. So he did agree with them then.
Yeah, so
right,
he did
okay,
agree with
cool.
them. It's not like I know
But that
they
was,
never
that was the correct
overturn
use of
anything.
it. I think when you look at the semantics of what happened, you can't be offside from a corner. So when Phil Foden takes the corner, that's when he's having a little lean into the goalkeeper. And from free kicks, from corners and stuff like that, you're allowed to do that to goalkeeper. That's not an instant foul. It's not.
Also, he's just not impeding him. Like,
Yeah,
he's
and
not.
then but then when the header,
Like, you can't say you can't
as soon
see
as
over
John
him, you
Stone
can.
actually heads the ball, he's
From my height.
he's in an offside position, but he's no longer impeding the goalkeeper. It's very smart from Bernardo Silva.
I do think maybe
I
they
don't
need to
see
look at that rule because it's.
No
But he's not
defenders
impeding him,
around
though.
was there?
You do kind of no, but you
just allowed to
do.
do
Sarge just looking at the ball like that, straight ahead. He's not looking. It's not like he's had to deal with Bernardo Silva and then turn to
There
the
is
ball. That's just not
contact made,
happening. No, but when he
but I know
he
what
crosses
I
the
know what
ball,
you're saying,
and you're
but
allowed to have
he
contact
has
in
a
that
little
moment,
lean
he's
up.
not offside.
But
then.
I think it's the right decision.
Also, if you look at how like players are on goalkeepers every week, look at what they do to
Yeah.
Onana, what they did to Vicari, literally
100%.
like body the guy.
That's
so
what you do. You're allowed to do that
if you're
from a
gonna
corner.
do
Although
that,
this
then-
season they have sort of said that you can't. You know what I mean?
I've still seen it
You
every
can't
week.
be as crowded as much as you remember, like last year.
What you
Ben
guys
White.
were doing last
When
season.
Ben White was
Yeah, no,
literally
that was
on it.
crazy.
You can't do
Yeah,
that this
yeah,
season because you. But I do think that one yesterday was the correct decision.
And I would have loved for it to
Much
not
as
have
it-
counted.
Much
City.
as it burnt me.
100%.
It burnt me, but
I was like,
Oh
was
no,
the
it
correct
needed it,
decision.
and it was so good. It was right at the death. Just when I thought I haven't had a perfect weekend.
You ain't got any sympathy
pulled
for
it back
Wolves.
for me.
You ain't got sympathy for Wolves now. Wolves are
okay.
struggling.
proper struggling.
late.
And do you know, they're good performance
They're
from
good-
them.
they don't deserve
We all
to be
thought they
bottom.
would get mashed up.
Yeah.
Let's be
They
real.
played well.
They don't
We all-
deserve to be
I
bottom.
knew-
3-0.
I put 3-2 because I did think that they give City some
score, yeah.
problems.
Yeah, and
they
it wasn't.
did.
It wasn't.
And
that.
they did. They scored the first goal. What a cross that was, by the way.
City
for Larsen's, goal.
seem to get played through quite easy, don't they?
No Rodri.
No Rodri,
It
mate.
is surprising how
Maybe Liverpool favourites.
Oh, maybe. Who knows?
Chelsea in the title race.
favourites.
Yeah,
I'd still have City as
if we're in a
favourites.
title race. Yeah, ask him. I dare you.
Next up.
No, what do you think?
Yeah, definitely not after
I'm
yesterday.
not a Chelsea fan. I'm asking you.
Fulham 1, Aston Villa 3. Let's see what we had for this prediction in the old Jackpot Sevens.
Oh, none of us.
Me
1-1.
and Abbi were the closest.
Yeah.
Villa
That's a good win by Villa.
3-1 win. They needed
Good
that.
win.
as
Very
well.
good
Very
win, man. Fulham have been playing well.
Matty Renton, I was chatting to him on
And they were 1-0
Friday.
down, weren't they? So-
He was telling me we did a Millie debate talking about who's got the better atmosphere, St James's, Anfield.
St James's.
1-0, mate. Lost at home to Brighton. Let's have a look at what we predicted. 3-2 Matisse. I went for a Newcastle win. Robbie went for a Brighton win.
Look at that.
Abby went for a 2-1 win, and Flex went for a home win. So Robbie's actually not got the correct score, but the closest winner out of all.
I fancy Brighton because they're a good side, and Newcastle ain't been that great so far. Sometimes they are, sometimes they ain't.
Yeah.
They've been a bit.
Sometimes
They've
maybe
They've been hit and miss, haven't they? Whereas Brighton have been playing well. Welbeck scored again, didn't he? But he's picked up an injury, unfortunately.
Really good goal. I tell you what, you got to shout out Everton as well, going to Ipswich, getting it done. Great finish.
I predicted that one as well, I think.
And even better finish from Michael Keane.
We watched them before. We said
Remember what I said?
Never does that.
Remember what I said on the preview show? I said they're the
against
type of
Tottenham like
team that will go to Ipswich. They won't care if there'll be no onus is on
You
them.
did predict that.
Yeah, they're that wily old team that's not a good team for Ipswich to face.
No,
You know,
Leicester,
and then people are expecting Ipswich to win it as well.
Leicester, Southampton.
Southampton were 2-0 up. Away.
Mad.
Russell Martin ball, mate.
Yeah.
There you go.
Leicester did an absolute madness, came back.
That's
That's
I mean,
crazy.
Ramsdale, he could be going down for the third time, and he's 26.
Hate to see it. Just hate to see it, don't you? Just hate to see it.
And then, of course, Forest versus Palace is tonight. That's yet to be played. And don't forget, if you get involved in that,
Tough Monday night, I tell you.
here are
tough
predictions.
Tough
Matisse has
watch.
gone for a 2-1 home win to Forest. I've gone for a MNF draw. Robbie for a Forest win. Abby a draw. Flex a draw. So a lot of us think it's going to be a score draw in that one tonight. But that's the last remaining one within the Jackpot Sevens. And if you get that one right, well, you're in the jackpot and you're in the money. Aren't we? For lots of cash. Jump into a few more super chats then round off the show.
Yep.
Nico, great question this. Are you doing an El Clasico watch along this week?
Ooh, I
Guess
think we
what,
should.
people? We are.
I thought you said, I don't know.
On Saturday, myself, Raul, and Nico.
I
right?
love that.
The
I
three
love
back
that.
together.
Love that.
Watch
Love
it
that.
out.
Three
Watch it
Musketeers.
out. Yes.
That's
You're going to do it all in Spanish?
Looking forward to that.
Definitely not.
You speak in Spanish, yeah?
No.
Spanish.
Raul needs to improve his English, innit? So
Speak to Zubermendi.
Good comeback. Yes.
We had to get something in there.
If that's your thing that you've won this weekend, then fair play.
You
I'll
bit
take
rattled.
the 3 points. You have a little.
Yeah, but you know that'll get clipped and live forever. So who's the real winner?
Listen, take that clip out of context, keep it, and post it in a couple months.
That's like 3 months old though. That joke, you know.
Still funny,
still relevant.
Amesy says Chelsea lose by 1 against first place, a young team against an experienced team, and Chelsea get hated as if they're expected to win.
Oh, grow up.
Also, Sancho.
Grow up.
You lost, mate. Yeah. Tom Holland didn't show up in his punch,
Juan
mate.
says
Move on.
AGT banned me on my other account on a Spurs joke. Did I?
Did you?
What joke?
Oh, why are you banning people, man?
I didn't
You know what I
ban it.
mean?
You sausage.
Banning people out just for having their say.
I can imagine you do that as well, you know.
Petty.
Banned.
No, I wasn't on a Spurs joke.
Unless you were nasty about me. You might
Yeah,
not.
that's true.
Chelsea are like Team UFC, shopping like billionaires for junk, says Mark Edwards.
Oh.
Tanishk says
Life comes in fast.
Liverpool defending a lead and Trent gets hooked. No, that's not what happened, my friend. Gomez came on to shore it up last 10 minutes.
Why couldn't Trent just sew it up though?
Tired, mate. Got
No.
Champions
Tired?
League Wednesday. Who have
Tired?
you got? Yeah, that's what I thought.
They're just working out how to play without him, you see. When Alan did this.
Experimenting things.
Fair
Yeah. Do
point.
you remember when
It's fair.
PSG did it with Mbappe?
It's
They'll
fair.
take him off.
It's
Yeah.
fair.
Right,
Love
Bradley, 30 minutes, go on. Learn
Oh,
to
yeah,
see what
Conor
the game.
Bradley.
Understand.
No.
Yeah.
You're onto something there, Ma.
Vibav says Robbie and AGT. Do you think Liverpool win against Arsenal? Do you know what? Save it because we're going to be doing previews on AFTV.
Nasty that we don't get asked about.
I love the
that.
way
It's like
we're
they
being
think we're
written off.
biased, really,
you
isn't
can't
it?
do
I
that.
love that. But everyone's writing us off.
We'll be there.
No, you asked
We
that
will be
question.
there. We will
No,
be
but a lot of people writing us off, innit?
All right.
Or
Even
can
you
ask
just
them.
jumped in for, you know.
Jumped in.
No, you said earlier on, yes, during the week draw. Now, you've seen that result, you jumped
No,
in,
I
you're going to win.
reckon. Yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see. On Best of Enemies, KG said triple captain Haaland, so I did. KG is a comedian.
Don't go by KG.
Bit love who Haaland didn't score.
Do not. Don't
Never take advice from KG.
He said triple captain Haaland.
Whatever he says, go against it.
He's gone bottom of the league. Haaland, you know.
Lazy.
Lazy journalism.
Lazy.
Kinye says, I came here to enjoy the Don's cooking. Production needs to invest in the smallest violin. Saw him on Sky News, and well done to you all. # cooking. Big up to you.
Well done.
Your Sky News documentary is out, in fact, now.
Oh, yeah.
I saw that. That came up on my recommended random.
That's right.
You got a documentary on Sky?
I think we're in
Oh, yeah,
it.
that thing ages ago.
You're in it.
Yeah,
I wondered why them cameras were here that day. I didn't even know it was on.
They filmed us when Younger was on. When we
Was
just
it out
lost
today?
Yeah, it was uploaded on YouTube.
What's it out on?
YouTube.
It's on Sky.
Oh, it's on Sky News. Oh, that's sick. I'll watch that tonight. Been off that dead game.
I think you lost that day. You weren't very happy.
You know what? That day.
I saw it. Yeah.
That day when Sky came in, the only person who won was him.
Yeah.
We all lost.
Didn't we win?
You lost. We all lost.
You all lost. We all lost. Us.
Yeah, you said it. That was.
Well, no, was it the 2-2?
No.
It might have been the 2-2.
Batista's the only winner on that day. He was hosting.
You definitely
think we drew 2-2, bro.
We didn't win.
Well, we'll all watch it to support.
We'll all watch it together.
Yeah, we're in it. We'll all watch it.
Family night.
Pop TV gets a nice little segment as well. Yeah. Lovely. Clara Bitsy, no surprise AGT doesn't bring up the stats of the game as Chelsea had more possession, passes, chances, shots. What are you on about? Touches in opposition's box. Hence what AGT. Hope you learned the lesson that the final score... That only the final score. I don't even know what you're trying,
apparently
bro.
it doesn't,
We beat
though.
you.
Apparently
Hold
that's
it.
not
Literally
true.
hold it. AGT, let Mah speak. Where was Gravenberch? He was silent to you, sausage, says Juan. I mean, came back with the 3 points, so we can be silent.
But was he silent? What was his game
Computer
like?
has frozen a little bit.
They're asking you something, isn't it?
Frozen?
No, listen, we've got to move on,
through.
unfortunately. Mark says, so cold he is now Laura Palmer. Prane says Cole had 3 lock in him. Where was Gravenberch AGT? Carrying the ball, mate, going straight past him. Devin, as the computer is a little bit non-responsive here.
It actually
run out of battery.
Is it frozen?
It actually did, yeah.
Oh, wow.
He's not lying, guys.
Got 5% battery.
Whilst you're finding out, I just got to mention Proton. Proton VPN, we spoke about them earlier on in the show. And as I said, we've all been there with the match just around the corner. You're buzzing for the game.
I am.
But then you realise that you're in a spot where you can't watch it, right? And that's happened to me many a times when I've been abroad. But with Proton VPN, you'll never miss a moment of the action. Wherever you are, they've got you covered by helping you to access sites you need to stream, whether you're travelling or facing those annoying restrictions that you get and stop you from watching the big games. And it's not just the access. Proton keeps you very secure and private by tracking your IP, location, and online activity. Plus, with over 6,500 servers in 110 countries, you'll get fast, buffer-free streaming every single time. So never miss a moment of live football again. Use the exclusive link or scan the QR code and get a massive 55% off, a 2-year plan with 50% off, and a 1-year plan with Proton VPN. And the Proton VPN is very good. You guys all know when you go abroad, you'll be abroad this week.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Going to Fenerbahce.
I couldn't watch the North London derby when I was abroad.
No, that was
exactly.
Didn't
You
have
should have jumped on the Proton, mate.
In hindsight, happy I didn't.
Speaking of Proton, right?
But big up to Proton VPN for supporting the show today.
We've got a moment of the week from our friends at Proton. I'm going to list you some things.
Oh, right.
Curtis Jones scoring at the Cop End, just fresh father as well. Spurs thrashing West Ham. Right, the Saliba red card.
Fresh father.
Yeah, he's freshly become a father.
Liverpool, man.
And Leicester ultimate comeback. So, what is your Proton moment of the week?
We have to choose out of them.
Yes.
What was it?
Sorry, what was the other option?
Fresh father was all.
What was the other option?
So we've got fresh father.
Liverpool beating Chelsea, Spurs beating West Ham, Saliba red card, or the Leicester
Saliba red card.
Saliba red card.
Of the week.
Best moment of the week.
Brilliant moment.
Yeah,
Stunning.
I'll go that as
Yeah.
well.
Full house, clean sweep.
Nice, thanks,
listen,
Proton, for sending off Saliba.
I just want to point out that Proton VPN is in no way a bad mind. VPN, like the representatives of this panel are, by voting for that Saliba red card, you know what I mean? But
They put it forward, mate.
It was a big moment. It was a big moment.
We've only got one cherry left, so I want you to have it.
Yeah, no,
you
got your
have it.
No,
name in
you
mate.
have it.
All right,
You
thank you
have
very
it.
much. Thank you.
Couple more super chats before we get out of here, guys. From an LFC fan, we're challengers, but Lavia is cold, says Devin. Terence says, is there a discipline issue at Arsenal, Robbie? Well, we've spoken about that. There is at the minute.
Yes.
Liverpool fan here. Salah is a legend, says Cal. Big up to you. Jamal says, Robbie, easy to rattle. Since 2018, Liverpool won half their games with 10 men, and City have over a 60% win rate with 10 men. Champions win games with 10 men. Stop waffling. You should be beating Bournemouth.
Come on.
With or without 10 men?
Yeah, you should be. India Laughter says, if you take their nationality out, what
Where
makes...
do you get that stat from, by the way?
You can ask Jamal.
Yeah, Jamal. Back that up.
Yeah. You don't like that stat because
No, back it up.
If you don't, he doesn't like it.
No, because he could be doing an Abbi. You know when ones where they just come and make them up.
My stats were always true. It's
Yeah.
AGT that aren't.
Oh yeah, actually, your stats.
Because sometimes they're a bit
That
dodgy,
is
but
true.
mine were true.
When we fact check your stats a lot of times, they fall down.
You are. How do you do it?
By the way, you know,
He doesn't even. You don't.
You know what?
Them. Get some off
You
Twitter.
don't. You just. Yeah. You just, some bozo
get some
just
off
says it on
Twitter.
Twitter, makes it up, and you go, "I'll have that."
Sensational Salah on Twitter.
Screenshot.
It's because everyone tags me in it and goes, use this on the show.
Yeah, because they're setting
You
you
know
up.
one thing.
Let's double check it.
The one thing as well, you have done a bit of deflecting today because you've not really addressed those issues about the penalty. That handball one you was talking about as well.
4% on the laptop. We must rattle through.
He doesn't want to talk about it. Apparently.
Oh,
So I
Jesus.
said the referee, both sides.
You got to answer that.
If you take their nationality out, what makes Robbie say Havertz is better than Jackson? Better numbers, better on the eye. Jackson is just better. Salah has 77 goals assists against... Salah, sorry, has 77 goals assists against the Big Six. I was going to say that's definitely Robbie fit with Saka. Tossin says Nicole Palmer is diabolical.
See the joy that he got though saying it.
GP says, do you ever read a super chat and get the horn? Not really, mate, to be honest, you madman. Sabita says, last year before the Arsenal game, LFC were 5 points ahead. AGT, don't be so over. Don't want to see another Arteta running high five down the bench. That is true.
5 points
Spent the
ahead.
most time on top last year, didn't you?
Yeah, and they were contenders
3%
last
on
year. Is
the
what I'm saying.
laptop now. LJ, I would get Abby, but we all know Spurs catch strays. Abby catches holidays, flights.
And stray dogs.
And stray dogs.
Stray dogs.
Strays and stray dogs.
Yeah.
C's Rhett says, nice one, AGT. Don't make them push you into saying something mad. I think I already have. Liverpool has very tough fixtures incoming, and beating Chelsea doesn't mean much yet. I agree. Yes, Salah will pass Henry in the Premier League goals, but Henry still ends up with a better career. Salah's isn't over yet, though, my friend. He still could add more. 10 more titles at the minute, including being part of the Invincibles, Champions League, Euros, and World Cup. I mean, he's not going to win the Euros and the World Cup with Egypt, is he, my friend?
Win the African Cup of Nations.
Got to the final. And unlike Salah, Henry has won the treble.
win it.
Lee Murphy says, Robbie, what chance do you give Arsenal getting a result against Liverpool?
So many super chats.
Good chance. Very good chance.
Very good chance. Blaze says, it's funny how Sancho performed better than Rashford and Garnacho, but United fans cook him for one more bad game than their wingers. I wondered why. Best of enemies will be there. Don Robert says, Jay.
I won't.
Shane.
Yeah, that's a bit of a long show.
My wingers stayed and got goals and assists.
Shane says, forget apple picking this season. Robbie, let's go cherry picking.
Woo!
Isn't it shameful playing a low block at Anfield, says Reece James. Yeah. Question to Rob. Alexis Sanchez or Aubameyang?
Alexis.
Fair enough.
Really? Go captain.
I think Alexis. I love the Birmingham, but I think Alexis when he came, like
Really?
I
I thought you'd go
Give him
there.
a nose at that time.
Zane says, Abbi, a suggestion. Just like Arsenal have a dog named Win, can you please name your
Yeah,
dog
what
trophy? So at least you can say Spurs have a trophy.
Yes,
asking for
that's
that.
the name.
Yeah.
That's
Trophy.
the name for the dog.
Excuse me.
I
Lincoln
love that.
Trophies.
Trophies.
He's already been named.
Lincoln
No,
Trophies.
no, come on, trophies.
When he comes in,
He's already been named.
Trophies.
That's a nice name.
That's a
great
wicked name as well.
Inside.
That's a brilliant name.
He's got his dog passport, and it's not that.
Come on,
You
trophies.
can call him that, whatever. You don't understand. You're
That's what I'm
Serbian.
calling it.
If you say it in Serbian,
Like you said, though, it's about training them up, though.
Yeah.
If he comes here every
Yeah,
Monday and
trophy.
Thursday, and we go, trophy, come on, boy, he's just going to get gassed.
Give him a snack.
No, he won't come.
He soon roll over for the thing.
No, leave Lincoln. His name's Link. His name's Link after Lincoln Burrows from Prison Break. Ever seen Prison Break?
Trophy.
Nah, trophies is
Trophy
wicked,
sounds
man.
better.
Come on.
Trophy sounds better.
Come on, Abby, man.
Call it trophy.
Little
No,
trophy.
It could be a good omen.
No, I don't.
Truffles.
I don't
So
think.
cute, little trophy.
Carabao.
Yeah, you can call him that.
Call him
I'm not-
Carling.
Carling.
That's the last thing you want.
Yeah.
Now, come on, trophy's a good name, man. Come
Yeah,
on.
Ben's gonna say let's call him Trophy. Definitely
Might
not. His name's
inspire you,
Lincoln.
you never know.
Lincoln Burrows.
Well, when you get back today, just say,
Well, I'm
oh,
calling him
they were
Trophy.
saying, suggest, maybe
Be a brilliant.
bring up
We-
discussion.
trophy.
Trophy.
We call him, on this show, we're calling him Trophy.
Yeah.
Big him up,
Trophy.
man. Big up Matisse, Robbie, Flex, and Abby. AGT, you're a sausage. Let Matisse
Hold
speak
that.
his piece. Trent and Saliba to Real Madrid, says
Oh,
Juan.
that's why you want to do the Real Madrid watch along this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, to see what he's not going to join.
Scoping out.
Sai says Arsenal is better than United 85-90% of the time, but that 10 to 15% is why United still win trophies and Arsenal, they don't.
All right, you know, be happy with it. You're happy with what you're seeing there?
We're FA Cup holders,
That's what he
mate.
says. Sonny says, hi Abby, I know you're allergic to trophies like Spurs, but I want to gift you a trophy I designed in celebration for 16 years of no trophies. Tears to the Lily Whites.
What's the trophy?
Maybe they're going to send it in.
Send it to the studio.
Terry Tibbs talks footy. Big up to the Spanish David Telway. The Spanish David Moyes on course for a bad season. African Giant says, how are we feeling, Matthias, after that loss, brother? Look at him. This guy doesn't want to be here. Put a bit of bloody elbow grease into the show,
You
mate.
said you had 5% battery and now you're waffling on. Like, I'm confused.
10%.
Which one is it?
It's gone up. Wireless charging, man.
Jesus Christ.
Take your time with it, says Zane. Right, finally, we got sausage of the week.
You're having a good day, man. You're having a good
killing
day.
it today. I can't lie.
Yeah, savour it,
sausage
man,
of
for
the
when
week.
you naturally drop off in
Any
March.
guesses for sausage of the week this week?
I can see it,
Well,
but
you
yeah,
can see it.
I mean, it had to be you.
It's
It had
Robbie.
to be.
But we'll
Had
start
to
from
be.
fourth and go up. So
Fourth.
with a whopping 2%, only, well, probably 1,000 people thought that this man was sausage of the week. Coming in at number 4th, it's Fleck.
2%. That's it. Under the radar. Exactly all
That's
I wanted.
what you
Monday.
asked for.
Under the radar. Bottom of the rankings on MVP. Bottom of the rankings on I'm
6
hardly
out
here.
of 10.
No problem.
Abby, 6%.
Thank you again. We're just doing our job this week. Just
doing
turning
a
up.
job.
That's it.
What a nice,
Go on,
what a nice
Matisse, double figures. You're on 10.
I'll take that.
My friend.
It's not
and
bad,
Robbie.
actually.
This might be the biggest landslide vote we've had of sausage of the week yet.
Rah.
You are Cumberlanded off with 80%, mate.
80%.
Blood.
That's a big one. 80.
Wow, that's your fan base. That's all the
Jesus.
Arsenal fans in there.
For every 5
Wow.
people that are watching this, 4 of them think you're the sausage of the week. The MVP of the week.
I'll hold it.
Robbie wasn't even included in this. Matisse, 9%. So just average throughout for you.
Disappointing,
Abby, 23%. You come in 3rd. It's not bad for Tottenham. Flex, 23%. Sharing it.
Look at
And then
us.
AGT,
Look at us.
MVP of the week with 43%.
Yeah, deserve it.
Deserved.
Deserve it today.
Now
You've been
listen,
good. You've been
listen.
good.
Do one
No,
better.
5 more seconds. Let me
Do one
See, listen
better
there, see?
next week. Next week. That's all I need from you.
Okay.
And just win the league.
You'll get that from me.
Stop
next
begging other
week-
teams to do your dirty work.
Hang on.
We want
Last
City.
week
My
he
team
was
can't
saying,
do it.
Rise,
Your team
Cole
can't do
Palmer.
it,
You
yeah.
were begging Chelsea to come and beat
City.
us, so don't
City
try
needs
that,
to-
mate.
Begging people to do
He was
dirty
begging
work.
Palmer
Apparently
to
you
come.
did the
I
same.
never begged him.
Yeah, exactly. We didn't. That's why I'm
Big
cussing him.
friend.
I
That's
didn't
why I'm
beg, I
cussing
didn't,
him.
Big
I didn't
friend.
beg nothing.
Can't stand Liverpool.
My team's not
I
going to
did
do
my own
it.
job,
I
man.
don't want Liverpool to win the league.
No, you didn't do your own job,
All
though.
right.
We do our own
No,
work.
all City.
City
No.
or Liverpool.
No.
Right, you'll sit here saying
Yeah,
I want
no.
Arsenal to win the league.
No,
Yes,
yeah,
you do.
out of them two.
Yeah,
I
it's
do my
out.
own work.
So
But out of
do it.
Liverpool and City, I'll choose City.
I'll choose City too.
Right, don't forget to enter
Then
this
my
week's
backup.
Jackpot Sevens game on the Fairplay app. Download the app by clicking the clicking the link in the description or scanning the QR code on the screen. We're offering new users who download the app and sign up a free 1-week entry to the Jackpot Sevens by using the code Jackpot. Right, don't forget the jackpot prize of £700,000 is up for grabs, and if you get all 7 predictions correct, you're going to be in the money, aren't you? There's also a weekly prize pot of £500. So get involved, people. Make sure you find yourself in the app. And, of course, we'll be doing this again, won't we? It's been a good show, people. We've done the super chats. All the banter has happened. It's an hour and a
Speak
half
for
of pure
yourself.
joy. Big up to Flex, Abby, Robbie and Matisse for your presence today on the show. Big up to you at home for watching. And the sausage is on top. Let's go, baby.
Wild!
Wild.
What? Is that too much?